Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ISSA Super 8 T20 cricket match between Clarendon College and Manchester High School. Match was scheduled to start at 9:30, but apparently we are going to be off to a late start. But we'll be here with you as soon as they get going. So the teams are going through their warm up at this time. So we have Clarendon College out on the field. Yeah, respect, man. Patrick, I really appreciate it. Man. And a device, Patrick. You have the must go on a device. We are still going to have a 20 over game today. My my commentator is not here as yet, and you know when Mr. Davis is not here, we tend not to have anyone behind the camera because, as you know, it's a three-person operation: a scorer, a cameraman, and one commentator. And that's why we always ask that, in an effort to improve the quality of these broadcasts, your contribution is really welcome so that we can have more persons working. So until Mr. Davis arrives, then we'll not be able to be following the ball.
Yeah. So James, we have to do that. Next mistake, we can beat them on. And we are happy zone. That's our aim. Happy zone, we figure let's step and we beat Excelsior and we beat Excelsior, we got to a final. That time maximum. We don't know if we're gonna see it another way. But this right there, I'm going to show this, you know. We're gonna see Manchester lose against Veer under 16 with most of them man. So Manchester don't beat them. But we have that in our back of our head. And gentlemen, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. We want the cycle change today to beat in Manchester. Today, yeah. And gentlemen, one of the man up at the top.
So those are the vibes coming out of the Clarendon College dressing room. So I guess we're going to have the spinning of the toss now. So let me. I could probably get the spinning of the toss. Wow. Robbie, Robbie. See the captain. They are out there still. Robinson, the captain of Manchester High, Nelson, and the captain of Clarendon College, Bailey. Nelson has a coin, and Bailey will call. Oh,
Morning again, gentlemen. Based on the fact that Clarendon College was 16 minutes late for the toss was awarded to Manchester High. So, yeah.
Batting.
why do you choose to bat?
With the bowling that we have and with the batting, we think we can post a very good total and defend it with our bowling.
Okay. Thank you very much. Are you disappointed that Manchester batting first?
Yes, because we wanted to bat first.
Okay. So what's your strategy coming into this match?
Well, to restrict them as low as possible and get a competitive total that will be comfortable chasing.
Thank you very much and good luck. So there you have it. The toss was awarded to Manchester High School due to the late arrival of Clarendon College. And so Manchester High have decided to bat first.
Upon share for life, tell your friend them where it go. Big
I'm going to send I generally send Scott and Scott shared, so I'll send you directly.
I'm a friend, I'm a foreigner, as soon as they said it, then start watching. Carry a 2 o'clock, we never last this man, I play domino.
That's where
Play domino,
you can call me.
Oh, yes, sir. Every Friday night today, Saturday morning, every Friday. You with Gabriel, Sabans, our teacher, Virgin,
sometime. Someone. We eat and drink and chat right now, so good fun. Good people. You get me? Right down this.
Big up everybody on the live.
So, so there you have it. Manchester was awarded the toss because of the due to the late arrival of Clarendon College, and they choose to bat first.
They might run fridge, so they might run fridge and you must get unplugged.
Thank you very much and good luck.
I said, no, Stanford here, it's not here. Couldn't help it. It's one of those things. Well, sometime when you're wrong. Nice done on the fridge. Nice done, donuts. Yep. Put some here. Put some inside. Alright, so now I have to go drink rum. I'm not going to buy on ice to drink on the rum. How are you?
As you can see, the umpires are making their way out. We will have cricket for you very shortly.
Oh, you can do a commentary. Then we hear through this.
We commentator superstars.
No, temporary.
I leave the camera station around do the commentary until.
Or still come here and make nice boat. They don't come here late. No, understand. They come here late, so what happens? We ain't come here and make nice boat. When it was, we ain't come. Not like that.
Big up everybody on the live now. Game soon start. I mean, tap and share, tap and share. What go on, what go on. Big match later, you know. This is also a big match because it is top of the table clash between Clarendon College and Manchester High in the Super A T20 competition. Both of these teams have already qualified for the semi-final. Just to see who.
Check. Check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2 3. Check 1 2. Microphone check. Check.
Microphone is loud and clear.
Yeah, man, I'm coming back.
So we get ready to start. Manchester I will be batting first, as you can see. Tap and share of the live. Back here. Advertising Jamaica cricket. And what a way to start with this Super 8 fixture.
Check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2 3.
Today is the last game.
The preliminary round.
Why I make tight up the fight. This is the last round game called Top of the Table Clash at this venue.
Check.
St. Elizabeth Technical and
Check
Clarendon
1 2. Microphone
College.
check 1 2 3.
Winner of this game will top the zone.
Check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2 3.
It is the same for the next fixture after this between St. Elizabeth Technical and
Check.
Excelsior High. That is the game that will be played after this one. So stay tuned to Cricket Jamaica all day. All day, people, all day. You get what I'm saying? I want to start a flash goal that TikTok is giving me. It wants 12 of you to send a heart me. Oh my god, that is 1 cent. Make you 12 heart me's, please and thanks for the first ball that will be bowled.
What is some more device?
Played into the onside. No run taken.
Press forward and the Mario Hall. Left hand is all. Check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2 3. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. Check. Microphone check 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Microphone check 1 2 3. 1 2 3.
You're more than alright. You know the bowler? Yeah. Pick up everybody on the live, you know. Then I look for one I say a while ago. That's why this a question, man. We are T20, man. The winner of this match will top the zone in the Super 8 segment of this tournament. Game just starts in our first game. So,
Mike, we're just sorting out some issues, and we then you will soon get the commentary and the score. We're sorting out the score, so we'll soon be with you.
Oh, yeah, this man, Burrington, Starman, West, Daly, Jackson.
Some Manchester batting, as you can see.
please and thanks. Yo, kill that one. 12 man. Please and thanks.
Just bear with us for the time being. We will soon be with you. Okay, thanks. All right.
This is second over of the match. Yeah, this goes right. I'm not gonna ask for
Who's
it.
your wicket keeper?
I'm gonna get 12 on the back.
Hmm?
Alone make answer.
He's the captain and
12
wicket
on.
keeper.
Yeah, it's a back.
Really?
Ooh. It's warm up ball. Should have been first ball. Team 5 wide. Ball the key to the batsman, the key. Everybody. See, I look 12 of the heart meeting right beside them. 12 of them will look. One from each first. Good gosh. The other way there, man. Almost can't get that easy. 10. Man, finish. Nah, good enough score enough. Actually, this to them alone, my God. Still on that from early. Four more there to the
So,
total. I'll be telling the gifters.
so that's 4 more to Manchester. Side.
Still in the second over. Right, that is the first ball of it. The one went for 4 wide. So far it's 9 runs from one delivery in the second over. And the pad stopping that from being wide. Camper through for leg by. Well, I'm so glad I'm not to tell them no score. Let me give them. And him now move right. 12 at me. So that even one forward. The man them now give no man rose, but we say heart meeting if you live put in them can't 4,000 likes. We not give them no score. No 4,000 likes. Listen. No score. Nah, go alright at all. My first game back. Nah, stop. That's something I run across the screen. Name is for it. Look up. Even 2 rows. That's what I'm yard. Yeah.
Score of it. Not come on.
Bigger boss. On the final.
Okay.
Left masters.
Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah. Take it
Una
tomorrow. Ultimate. Okay, sweet.
One keeper. Right. So that's the first wicket down. Did you see that? Stop and cheer up the live. The bowler getting the job done there. 16 for 1 is the score by my count. I give or take. But that was a wonderful delivery there. Mr. Hall followed it and he took the hedge. And the keeper says, thank you very much. And we need top and share for this cricket, people. Remember, it is a top of the table clash. The winner of this match will lead the zone. And later we have Excelsior versus St. Elizabeth Technical. Versus St. Elizabeth Technical. That is the second game at this venue. So 2 very good matches are here. And you will they say when the just 5 minutes gone, I'm a top chat, you know. They're gonna look out for the gift of them. No sir. No sir. If the top then the dog on 10k or more, you know, look so bad. But I say at least the top of them there. Everybody can recharge. My God, may I take it still? Lagi nobody not for put on so na. Well no. Nah, well no. New batter for Manchester High seems to be Mr. Right if the number I have seen is correct. Not Mr. Right.
Orange, straight cut the ball, man. Orange,
Should be for Rain Right.
orange, straight cut.
This
Straight.
is still the second
Over
over
point.
of
No.
this
Straight cut.
encounter. That started 10 minutes after the scheduled start time. Y'all, now right. Big up everybody for the live still. Y'all tapping giving me up C5 ranking. Hold in now. That's wide down the left side. Umpire does stretch his hand out. By my calculation, it is 17 to 1. Only getting one out of all that excitement this over. One delivery to go. It has went four wide, four, one wicket, wide and single. Very long over for the bowler. He also had some start and not finish. Young man here. They're saying it's one good umpire is here, people. I heard that. Oh my goodness, I need to find out who is the good one. And that one is stopped. Just played by the batsman off his pads. The umpire will say over. And by my count, it is now 18 for 1 at the end of 2 overs. So Manchester High winning the toss and decided to bat. Clarendon College will be happy for that early wicket of left-handed batsman Mr. Hall, national youth player. Manchester High have a lot of them, I should say.
Too long, yeah? Pavel, Pavel, no, stay. Yeah, good. No, stay. Yeah. Come on, man. Somebody called and said, you watch that stream. Why can't, he said, what posters they front on the screen?
What's that?
Eh?
What's that?
Oh. What's this? You moving, boss? No, me I charge out. The man I can't set it still. Me I call him to go and set the screen. We figure this out we are talk.
The YouTube what him attack,
YouTube, I watch. Alright, man. Alright. So the man I can't fix it, yeah?
When you want carry plug out this. Oh,
I mean they do.
you're good. Okay,
Yeah, I mean they do.
why not turn off the mic?
Everything.
No, man. Mic.
Mike.
Oh. Oh, man, show me some of that square cut that we have, man. Your time, Mr. Watt.
Big up everybody for the live. think it's only a single so far.
Nice, Mr. Nice,
No, man, you're good, man. You want to stay, yes, sir.
relax, man. Hey, just relax, man. Nothing wrong, man. Just relax
Stop and
yourself.
share up live. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Cricket Jamaica is back. So all who used to run Ghana quick heroes. Everybody used to run Ghana quick forum. Tell them for forward back.
Come on.
Tell them
Someone
say
kick
the
the ball
vibes down
hard.
there.
You have to put the ball on the ball when you're the keeper. No. Go across, man. Put the foot across, man. No. No. Over cover, brother.
You hear the coaching in the background. That is why I love country cricket.
Go on, put your foot on the ball.
What's the score?
Over cover.
Yeah, man. You see a certain thing over the map on the screen and the blackout. Clarendon physics. No matter get ahead of yourself. You have to make WhatsApp.
Number the kid.
No, man.
You just back. Once you back, take him, make him catch it good. Put the bat on the ball. Yeah, man, yeah. Yeah. Put the bat on the ball. Yeah.
Four more runs. We soon have the score up and running. We soon have the game up and running, please. Oh, they will be soon up and running. Just give us a few minutes. What you're seeing there is the score doing their thing because we're off to a late start. There was an issue with the device that is doing the scoring. You know how these technological things do. I just explaining what happened. So soon the it will come off. The graphics that you see on the screen there will realign and everything will be okay very shortly.
Look at it, man. Look at it, man.
Taking out.
No, no, man. No, brother. No.
I'm sure for life. You can't believe never get the 12 or nah, move right. But like, see the top step.
You see it, how easy. It's how easy. It's how game easy, brother. It's how the game easy, brother.
The attack, Mr. Grant. The attack. Let's tell the Sabia.
You just bat, man. Just bat there.
Yes.
Let me tell you when to go.
Dot ball. Type target. Type something like that. I'll tell the Sabia.
Relax, man. Just relax.
If I share for life,
No, you relax.
Respect for your tops.
One city there, you must make runs,
So we so very soon we are working hard to rectify the issue to take the graphics off the screen. Bear with us. Just bear with us. We can tell you. I can't even tell you the score at this moment, but it's Roberts. Is this Roberts or Walters? Walters from the southern end of the ground.
Over suspect. Our female, I come up with shot. Make sure say our female, I prefer to natural beauty, you know. Make sure that we enjoy.
Well done, well done.
Have man that call himself Patras. So make sure I ask your people.
You can tell me the score. What's the score? You know the score.
I mean, I guess when you start late up 29 Navitas, so
Yeah, so 29 for one. That's the score
unofficially.
unofficially.
So after 4 overs completed, it's Manchester electing to bat 24 for 1.
And I can score the four.
Well done, well done, well done.
I only score the four. Why?
Shot that one. Your ball watch, you know, your ball watch. Run out. Hurry, run out, funny man. Push him. Well done, one. Well done, one. Well done. Well done, one. That's cricket.
Pick up everybody on the live. Pick up them up 31, you know me. I'm 32. What are we wrong? You think of me, but them work with them. Pick up everybody on the live. And you're not child beauty, pick up yourself.
Why you keep doing that shot? Why is the ball over the ball head, one? What? Why is the ball this side screen over there? Jesus Christ, I want to tell you,
So
man.
yes, as you see there, we would have some score now up on the screen. The score that you're seeing on the screen that would have already passed, but it's part of the process to get up to date. So the score on the side screen that you see there is not 12 without loss. They have lost a wicket already, but it's working through the process. So we soon hope that one to the straight to the man at mid off and he's out. So Ward is out. That's straight to the man at mid off, and Manchester High have lost their second wicket. So Ward is out. Manchester losing their second wicket.
Oh my god! He was practicing to get out earlier. And he's finally out, people. Clarendon picking up their second wicket of this match so far. Remember, this is the top of the table clash. Both of these teams have already qualified for the semi-finals that will be played next week at Sir P's over. I hear that TVJ will be taking over. Can I sneak my life still, people? We will see. I'm not sure.
So, wicket falling. Test forward. Caught. West. Old Roberts.
for 14. So 30 for 2. That's Manchester electing to bat 30 for 2.
So there, 30 for two, Manchester High. Yes, that's what we heard. That as of next week, the match will TVJ will be streaming this match. So we we appreciate that. Nonetheless, if they are not streaming it, we will do a good job, because as of next week, if we were to stream the semifinals, would have been using three cameras and a much more advanced setup, because we were told that the budget would have increased for the semifinal, which would be very good.
Yes, that is why we'll be having TVJ. Budget have been increased. TVJ. Nah, make them trick with.
So that's we're still seeing six without loss. Give me a minute.
Big up everybody on the live. I'm not seeing the score. Man, say I am feeling ready, man.
Well, faster, well. That is it, faster.
What am I right name? Spectators are the best at cricket.
Straight.
Upon share up live, please and thanks. See if you can find back some gift tags. Come on, the sun for space, so look at cricket on the screen now. God bless. Pick up yourself now. This is what I do. I go live at cricket games. God bless. Share my personality with my guest. Slapped in the outfield. Cross for a single. Won't get more than that. It could be 33. I'm assuming on the 4 for 2. You good? Thank you for being here on my live.
So we are moving along, but I'm not going to be quite comfortable until the score is up to date. But for the moment, at least you are seeing some images. Oh, that one bunks. That that bunks more than expected, and it seemed that probably there's something in the pitch. Let's watch as he's round the wicket. Well, he abort his run up. Yo, who that? And he swings this away, down back with a square leg, work for the fielder. He won't get there. It goes into the boundary now for four.
4 more to the total for Manchester. I think that makes it 37 for 2. is the sixth over.
So thank you for joining. Welcome. This is a top of the table clash between Manchester High School and Clarendon College. The match is being played at Manchester High School in the heart of Mandeville, Manchester. Manchester winning the toss and batting, and they have lost 2 wickets thus far. Hit high in the air, down to deep mid wicket. The fielder circle around, sound of catch, but it gone all the way. Oh, 4 runs. Yes.
4 runs there. 4 to the total. Takes it to 41. I make it for 2. Immediately after this game, we'll be having Excelsior High versus St. Elizabeth Technical. They got the better of Excelsior in the Spalding Cup. So they will meet again in another top of the table clash. Remember, 4 teams playing at this venue of the competition have already qualified for the semi-finals. This final group stage game is just to confirm where they finished in the group. So still all to play for. Next week they'll be having the semi-final games at Sir P Ovals. You can mark that on your calendar and meet us there. If not, you can join us on TVJ here. I'll still try and go live, see if I get a notice. If I do, I lock it off quick. But it will be live on TVJ starting next week. I'm here. And the venue is Sir P Oval. I want to big up Cricket Forum though.
Yes.
Watching cricket in Trinidad. Platform. All I could do was smile.
So we are now in 31 for 2, but that's on the screen. It's just that the score on the screen is, you want to ensure that you're trying your best to get the score on the screen to be the correct thing.
Missed out. Four off the first ball. Not sure what number he's wearing. Yeah, who that a ball? No ball. Who that a ball again? No ball.
Kyle Jackson. Yes, at the end of the power play. So after 6.1 over, and I guess we are up to date now with the scoring. 6.1 overs have been bowled. Jackson bowls to right. Oh, sloppy bit of feeling there. Sloppy bit of feeling. Oh, the umpire signal dead ball. That one was played back to Jackson. Apparently the non-striker impeded him. The umpire thought illegally so, and so there was no running signal. Dead ball. So after 6.2 overs, the score is at 46 for 2. 46 for 2 after 6.2 overs. So welcome to the live coverage. We are up to date now. The only thing now is for Mr. Davis to be here. Full toss by Jackson, hit down to Medan. Once Mr. Davis is here, then we will start following the ball. But we are waiting on Mr. Davis to arrive. So we are sending out an SOS for Mr. Davis. Top of the table clash. Group 1, ISSA Super A T20 cricket competition between Manchester High and Clarendon College. Jackson round the wicket. Bowls to Morgan with it on the bounce to the man at long on, and they get no run. Wow. So Morgan, the dangerous Morgan, hitting that one down to long on the bounce, and they choose not to run.
catch that one.
Oscar, lift the ball to the side screen.
My God. Tap and share the live with people.
Jackson, full toss, pull away, beat mid-wicket, work for the field and the long on boundary, comes across, picked up, sends the return in, it bunks 3 times back to the bowler, and they got a singer. 47, it's at 48 now for 2.
The ball straight to the side screen.
Let's watch Jackson, this young off-spinner out of Clarendon College. Hit high in the air and it gone dead straight for 6. Lovely shot by Orion Wright, dead straight, 6 runs, 54 for 2 at the end of 7.
So at the end of the 7th over, 7 of 19, it's Manchester 54 for 2.
To 19 over a team. Wasn't the player response why? You want to see the coach?
All right, so everybody get what we have to know. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, one God, right, you know we don't have to pull this brother.
Okay. Oh God, man, it's 30.
The man killed about 29 runs.
Yeah, see ball top it for 29. Yeah, man. That's how sure for life.
All right, so one more handicap. All right. See the side screen there. See the side screen there. See the side screen there. Over cover. Side screen. You from that 4 runs.
Just a
Hello, please. Hello, please.
That is
Focus
right.
on the game, please.
Nick Clever is right here, people. He's on the ball.
All right, my boss. See now.
It is 55 now.
See me now.
Trust me, this is the life to be on.
So 56 now for 2 after.
Send me a gift, I'm going to tell you. Right. You want me to get bad with us
A chance to run out, but the batsman reach. So it's now 57 for 2, 57 for 2. We are waiting on Mr. Davis. So thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it. We'll respond to some of your comments. We are in over number 8. 7.3 overs, 57 for 2.
Oh God. Hold that to your friend. You're the coach there. You're the coach there. You're the coach there. I don't know if you hear him, but I will not repeat what he said.
Okay. So I just heard from Mr. Davis. He assured me that he will soon be here. So that wide of the field and the long off boundary, tried to use his foot to stop it. It beat him into the boundary for 4 more. 4 more to the total. The score will now goes up to 62 for 2 after 7.5 overs. He tried to use his foot to stop that one, and it goes into the boundary for 4. So 62 for 2. I will.
Straight, no, Oscar, straight. Easy one. Well
Just reading.
Husky, please, me, I beg you, straight. Over cover and straight, Husky. See him give back the ball, you know. See them take the chance, give back the ball.
Thank you, Mrs. Brown. Thank you. Volney Golden, thank you for being here. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Davis said that
So
he'll
it's
soon be
now
here.
Manchester 63 for 2 after 8 overs.
Yes. And I want to say something about the scoring because it's very important that I made this point because the the young lady that is scoring, she's about 14 or 15 years old. So please be patient with her, understand. So it's a young person that is scoring. And sometimes, even when we are watching Cricket West Indies, let's watch this delivery. Jackson bowls to Morgan, who hit it right off long on for 4. So 4 more runs there. As you heard, Mr. Davis will soon be here. As soon as Mr. Davis is here, you will be seeing where those balls go. We'll follow the cricket. But right now, I am unable to follow it because I am doing the commentary. Yeah, so the point about the scoring is that it's a young person that is scoring, and we need to be patient. So we are trying to produce a high quality product, and that's why because the thing about it, that this is where your support is important, because your support will allow us to employ more crew and employ more skilled persons. And so when we ask for your support, we ask for your support to improve the quality of the broadcast. So, so that's one of the main things. So please be sympathetic and be understanding, please.
Okay. Presentation.
So we
Okay.
scores now 868 for 2. So we are over number 9.
Over 8.
As that hit away down to the field and the deep mid-wicket boundary, they're gonna come back for 2. It's a big field here at Manchester High School, and they are able to come back for 2, as you hear the spectator in the background there. So Jackson in his second over. Yeah, so far bowled 1.2 overs, none for 17. He's on the expensive side today. Generally, he has bowled very well throughout this tournament. So none for 19 from 1.3, 70 for 2 after 8.3 overs. 70 for 2. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us here on the Cricket Forum. We appreciate your company, and we are doing our best to keep the quality of the production at the highest level. As he swung this, he beat the man at short mid-wicket. Sloppy fielding, long on comes around and stopped it, and they come back for 2. The score will now moves up to 72 for 2 after 8.4 overs. 72.2. Wright is on 26. Revlon Morgan is on 21. Jackson is second over, 1.4, none for 21. Hit away, down the ground. The fielder mid off, long off comes around, he mess it up and it goes into the boundary for 4. Oh, that was poor. Absolutely poor. The ball hit down to long off. The fielder came across, mess it up and it goes into the boundary for 4. So bad shot there. Let's hit it down the ground. Ran over number 9. Let's watch. Jackson. Off the back foot edge, down to third man. It running very close to the boundary. They turn for 1. They come back for 2. And they will get 2 quite comfortable. So 2 more to the total at the end of the over. Manchester High School winning the toss and batting. They are 80 for 2 after 9
So at
overs.
the end of the ninth over, it's Manchester 78 for 2.
The punch up live, who can send gift? They get something now? They get something out of the kitty now? Busy at work with a losing team. Alone, at alone coming. Just wish him and they perform better. You know?
Yes, and we are getting news that the Jamaica women under 19 coach, the ladies under 19 coach, has been fired. We are getting
Jamaica.
information that yes, that Carl Brissett is no longer the coach of the Jamaica under 19 team. Is that senior head coach Brooks has now taken over the under 19 girls team. I heard that he conducted his first training session this morning. That Carl Brissett got the call Wednesday afternoon, told him that he has been telling him that he has been fired with immediate effect.
Oh my God, you heard that first from Cricket Forum. Breaking news.
So
The selector has been fired. Shit. I wasn't saying there was a conflict of interest. Anyway, so wide there.
okay, so wide signal and the batsman run two, so three more to the total. So a poor start to the start of the ninth over, 81 for 2. Pitch up and hit away down the ground. So Danjay Larman as Morgan goes across the line of that one. As you see the elbow turn to mid wicket, should have probably hit it through mid off. 82 now for 2 after 9.1 over, and at the end of this over we'll have the drinks break.
82 as you hear
So,
there.
so thank you for tuning in. We appreciate everyone that is here. Please remember to slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. Outside the half stump, hit away, wide of extra cover, running out towards the boundary, long off of no chance into the boundary now, 4 more. Lovely shot there by the batsman. 87 now for 2, 87 for 2 after 9.2 overs. That was a full toss, bad delivery by Larman, Danjay Larman, and put away by Revlon Morgan, the dangerous Revlon Morgan. He's on 25 from 13, 5 fours. When they have it wrong. Driven down the ground. So one more to the total. So yeah, some errors with the scoring here. So the thing though, the score is 88 for 2. 88 for 2.
In the parish of Manchester High School, to be exact.
Says Morgan facing. Know you have on your screen Orain right facing. So we we'll keep a tab on the total. But then as I said, it's a young 15-year-old lady that is scoring. So let's understand. Hit down the ground by Morgan. Going out towards the boundary. Long on comes around, cannot stop it. 4 more runs there. So another 4 for Morgan. So the score will move up now to 92 with one delivery to come before the drinks break. One to come before the drinks break. Larman bowls and he beat there. He also beat the keeper and it running away down towards the boundary. Comes across the man from short third man. One by end of over number 10, the score is 93 for 2, and we will try and make the necessary adjustment. So it's 93 for 2 at the end of over number 10.
That's another big match that we will be having later.
So at the end of the 10th over, it's Manchester 92 for 2.
92.
92 according to the
Okay.
scorers. We work with them. Yeah, they have the scorers.
We have skill on the challenge, so we have to
Talk is that only one umpire is umpiring this game. I see two, so I don't know which one of the two they're regarding as a not good umpire. From you pass the test, you're an umpire in this country. You should be grateful for them. The sun is not pretty. I did square leg in a game and I was dying for the umpire to return.
Yes, umpiring is a very difficult, very challenging, very challenging.
Yes, it can be.
Yes.
Now I know why. Some umpire used to give batsmen out for playing across the line. Wasting my time out here in the sun.
So it's 92 for 2, Morgan.
92 for 2, as you heard.
So Morgan is on strike.
10 overs.
10 overs gone, yes. And is so
19 over.
it has been reduced to 19.
side screen.
So just
Over church. Over
So
church.
back to live action. Enjoy the game, people. Tap and share.
oh, it's late. He's late. Oh, he's giving it. He's giving it. Oh, I thought he was late, but he has given it. Wow. I have to look at that because I thought the keeper was late, but the umpire had given it. I thought that he was late. Ah, wow. Wow.
Don't worry, people. I will have that replay for you.
Wow.
They say, look
Wow.
out. Right? Someone on the live says that. Look out.
It looks late to me, but nonetheless, he's out. The umpire said he's out, so it's 90. So Morgan goes, stump, 92 for 3. 92 for 3.
So the captain is stepping. I think it was a second late, but nevertheless, umpire decision is final. You know for sure I'll be slowing that down for you. Yeah. YouTube, hello. Bye. So that one was very close. The new batsman is Pajay Nelson, the captain of the Manchester I team. So the first delivery after that drinks break, Manchester High losing another wicket. 92 for 3 is the score. And we're in the 11th over. I want to say good morning to everyone on the live again. And thank you for supporting Schoolboy Cricket on TikTok. Tap and share, tap and share. On YouTube, big up yourself. So Pajay to face his first delivery. Rocks back and cut it into the gap. And the fielder trips over his own feet. And they cross for two. So we're live here at Manchester High. Fielder there tripping over his own feet for those. And this one is fired high in the air. He won't trip this time, but he misses the catch. Oh my goodness, Pajay will be hoping that everyone goes to that fielder. He never came close to that one. And he gets a single. And the spectators are letting him having it for that shot. Not the best shot by the captain there. And Clarendon I giving Manchester High School a break there. Trying to bully the bowler. Ball peeled off and the fielder could not get a hand to it. Didn't even reach the catch zone to be exact. So the fielder will hope that one wasn't on camera, but it was on TikTok. Here's the bowler in again. And this one is hitting straight this time, but the fielder will come around seconds under it and takes the catch. Another one bites the dust. He did what the spectators told him to do, hit straight, but it went straight into the fielder's hand. The fourth wicket down for Manchester High after winning the toss and decided to bat, losing 2 wickets now in back-to-back overs after the drinks break. Me have on green screen. Or is a part of joke? Nah, see, so, fortunately, batsman there not clearing the boundary as he hopes. As a new batsman with Mackenzie and number 30 on his name. Number 30 in his name. Walking out there now to face action to bat with his captain. So it will be Mackenzie and Nelson out there. Okay, respect. Big up everybody from alive.
So it's now 93 for 4.
So 93 for 4.
Earlier, Reverend Morgan was stumped for 24.
24
And
Marky
Orion Wright now out for.
He might go check it and tell you. He never check it yet. Alright. So the batsman just getting out is right. The bowler doing a wonderful job here for his team. maybe they should look to bat out the rest of his overs since they cannot get him away. And say you win today. This one is played gently. Straight to the field though, but this is good running.
Orion Wright was out for 36. It's 93 for 4.
93 plus 1, that's 94 with that single. And Clarendon College will be looking at the next wicket. The batsman does he delivers it for them straight to the fielder again. So the fifth wicket down. They're not listening to the right coach. I say they should bat out this bowler and give him the day, but they're trying to bully the bowler, and he's bullying them back into the pavilion one by one. That's the third wicket to fall after the drinks break now. Oh my word. In the scorpion hat as well. Don't recognize him as a senior scorpion player. Unfortunately, never got all of that, Mr. Nelson. And I can tell you, the venue is silent. No one expecting Mr. Nelson to get out as yet. A lot of overs to go in this game. So right to the field of both batsmen. Now Manchester will have to depend on their lesser batsman, the one that they will be expecting to do good with the ball. Yes, the bowling all rounders. Because everybody in cricket these days are all rounders. Now they will hope that the batsmen to come could bat out the remaining overs and get as much runs as possible on the scoreboard. Oh my word. Whatever Clarendon College got in that water break is working for them. And Manchester goes hard again, but straight to the fielder. And they scamper through for a single. So no batsman is coming to have a look from ball one. They're putting bat to ball. Someone from Manchester, I say that's a winning total already. Oh my God. They're not even at 100 yet. And they're saying Manchester has a winning total. Well, it's something we're coming up and it's something we're gone. So we'll be here to witness that if that fan is telling me the truth. Big up everybody on the live. I got to gift them. My God. My God. I love it top them still. We can't get up to 25 though. No gift now forward. They get it top them. For you wondering on YouTube, I'm just helping out the YouTube page at the moment. I'm live on TikTok as well. Cricket Jamaica official. You can follow for live cricket over there as well. And is missing the stump or is he bold? So that's one missing the stump. Almost fooled me as well.
Yes, thank you very much for your wonderful commentary, sir. Appreciate it every time. So big up Jamaica cricket.
This one is hitting high, hard. It's Will Dice at the field. What a beautiful try! He dropped that catch though. From he got two hands to it. My belief is that he should have pulled that. So Mark Hardy there, he should have catched that. Should have held on to that one. Maybe he didn't know where he was after he held the ball.
He made a lot of effort to get to the ball. Yes, he made a lot of effort to get to the ball and probably should have taken the catch. So Clarendon College is storming back into this match. Wonderful over by That dab into the onside.
They were through with a pad batsman. The umpire extra work to make a decision. Batsman was slow to get down to that end. Derek Hitch would have made it even closer.
Yes, definitely. So we are live here at Manchester High School. They call him Parrot, but his name is Barrington Williams. As that is slapped away down the ground by Jade Moore, the right-hand fast bowler. He will now goes up to 3. The score is now 101 for 5 in over number 11, going at the current run rate is 8.66. Projected score 173 as Williams driven down the ground. Nice looking shot, well played. The field is in front of us. That's Mackenzie. So both batsmen are on 3 with one delivery to coming over number 12, 102 for 5. 102 for 5. After back foot goes the batsman and pulled it down to deep mid wicket. They touch down for 1. They're looking for 2. They're going to come back for it. The return is slow, weak. And they got back to it. It's a big outfield here at Manchester High School. And that return was weak. And they came back for it. And they got 2. 104 for 5. You know, clearly, person doesn't understand the rules of the game. So doesn't understand the rule of the game.
Rasta telling them that.
So after 12 overs, Manchester High School winning the toss and batting are 104 for 5. They are currently going at 8.67. Jackson Boat wide outside the half stump. Wide will signal 105 for 5. So the young off spinner, what he's doing is taking here out of the ball. He's bowling very slowly. And so the batsmen have to generate their own powers. That one was beat outside the half stump. So 3 overs, no maiden, 3 for 33. Jackson to Mackenzie. Bowls to Mackenzie. Wide will signal. The big number 13 is back. That's Mackenzie. Moore is on 5. Mackenzie on 3. Jackson. He slapped this away. Good shot, work for the field on the long off boundary as I stopped it well, and it comes back for 2. So that was West. Oh, bad mistake by the keeper. And they'll probably get 4 here now. They go. Oh, bad mistake there. Poor fielding here by Clarendon College. Absolutely poor fielding by Clarendon College and allowing Manchester High School to get 3 for that. So poor fielding there. Ball to more and more swings and miss outside the half stump. 111 for 5. 12.4 overs. High in the air. Has it gone all the way? Gone all the way. 6 more runs. That's a big shot by Jade Moore, and it goes for 6. He moves up to 11. 117 for 5 after 12.4. Or is it 111? I'm ahead of myself. It's 111. No, but 117. Yes, I'm correct. 117. very, very expensive spell here by Jackson. Despite getting the 3 wickets, he has been expensive. Final delivery of his spell. Round the wicket, ball to Moore, and Moore swings this away down backward of square leg. Walters come off the backward square leg boundary and they will come back for two. He send the ball in. Poor return, but well done by the young man. So 4 overs, no maiden, 3 for 48. That's his spell. 4 overs, no maiden, 3 for 40. Okay. So we that's on slapped away. One more to the total. So each.
So at the end of the 12th over, it's Manchester 114 for 5. That's 114 for 5. If you're just joining us, Reverend Morgan Stump by Barrington Williams, Bowl Kyle Jackson for 24, Orion Wright caught the Johnny West, Bowl Kyle Jackson for 36, and Pajay Nelson caught Taekwon Roberts, Bowl Kyle Jackson for 2. Kyle Jackson has figures now of 3 for 41 from his 4 overs.
All right, Mr. Moore, our church now, our church, our school we mean.
Strong away down to deep mid wicket. Good fielding there by much improved performance this week in the field from Clarendon College. So that should put them up now to 116. I know you're seeing 108 for 5 on the scorecard on the screen, but it's 116. 116 for 5. As we wait on our young scorer to make the adjustment. But it's 116 for 5. So let's watch now as the batsman looks to swing that one away. You know, there's a lot of commentary in the background. You can hear that commentary coming through in the background. Yeah, a large number of coaches in the background. Tapped it, well done there, and they go through for a quick single.
Special welcome to the announcer, Mr. Stanford Davis.
So Mr. Davis is here. So we are 121 for 5. That's what the score is saying at this moment. 125 as Mr. Davis is here with us. Swings and miss there as Barrington Williams. So Manchester High School, remind you that Manchester High School won the toss and batting. Swings and misses, and it goes through to the keeper. And there is no run. So it's 121 for 5 after 13.5 overs. Good to see that Mr. Davis is in the house. Bowls and he swings this down to deep mid wicket, and it appears that the sun is going away. So we can now. So the end of over number 14, it's 120, 122 for 5. End of over number 15. How you doing, sir? Good. All right, sir. 122 for 5 at the end of over number 14. So we have Mr. Davis in the house. Welcome, Mr. Davis. Big up, Mr. Davis. And I think Mr. Davis is no problem. We're ready to take over.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Manchester High School. And cricket, love the cricket again. Schoolboy cricket, T20 at its best. And we have Manchester High School against Clarendon College. Of course, Manchester is the defending champion. And it's 122 for 5. They won the toss, elected to bat. States is the defending champion, sorry. And they will play later, right? But Manchester High School is a force to be reckoned with. And of course, Clarendon College last week they had an excellent match against St. Jago, where they chased down over 180-yard runs and won the match. So when they say 122 for 5, they still feel that they are in the game, and the two big hitters have gone, and that is Morgan and also Wright. So the score is 122 for 5. Which one? Right here last week. Okay. Yes, so it's 122 for 5, and batsman there, Moore. And he edges it in the air. The ball goes, beats the fielder, and it goes into the boundary. 4 runs. That's Jerome Gale. He was the one who bowled to Moore. Edges it, and it went into the boundary for 4. And the score will now go up to 126 for 5. Okay. And they're saying it's over church. Our church teacher, oh, it's church. As in comes, bowls. It's Barrington Williams, I think, bowls to Moore, and he hits it in the air. Fielder comes around, and they only get a single. They should have gotten 2 for that one, but only a single. And the score is 126 for 5. Manchester High School winning the toss, electing to bat. Slightly overcast conditions here at Manchester High School. It's a lovely ground. You can see all around Mandeville. It's a beautiful day, and we give God thanks for today. As in comes Gale now up to the wicket, and he bowls, and it is Kenzie who comes forward, push it into the outside, and they take a quick single. Fielder comes around, fumbles a bit, and they get an easy single. And the score is 127 for 5. Manchester High School winning the toss and batting. And it's Jadine Moore is on 22, and Mackenzie's on 8. Of course, both of them are known more for their bowling, but they're very big hitters. Moore can hit it very hard, and Mackenzie can do the same. So it's 128 for 5. Manchester High School. And it is Tyrone Gale now in his third over. And he'll be bowling to Moore. Comes in, bowls on the back foot, hits it high and high. Fielder coming around, cannot get it. It goes over the rope. 6 runs. I love the shot there. I love the shot there by Moore. And he always has more to give. And the score moves up to 134 for 5. Moore is a very big hitter. If you remember, when Manchester High School was in trouble against Mayday, he came down and made 55 not out in very short time. So he's a very dangerous batsman. 134 for 5. Manchester High School, they are in over number 15. And the current run rate is 9.14. And they projected it. If they continue at this rate, they'll make 183, which was exactly what Clarendon chased down last week. So they will believe that they have a chance to do the same. What I can say to you is that the bowling for Manchester is different from the one for St. Jago. But and lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place, but we will wait and see. Because I know Clarendon College very competitive, especially their manager, Jerome Gale now. comes in to Baltimore. Full pitch delivery. Hits it in the air over the head of the fielder. One coming around. Will they get it? No. Let's wait on the signal. It is 4 runs. 4 runs by Brown. He's now in his Aki. And he is really getting into the Clarendon College bowlers now. 138 for 5. We are still in over number 15. Moore moves on to 32 from 18 deliveries with 2 4s and 2 6s. He's striking at 178. And Mackenzie's on 8 from 7, striking at 114. As Gale will try again with his final delivery. And we have long on and long off, both of them on the boundary. As in he comes now, and he aborts his run. And here he comes again. Gale, the ball to Moore. Let's see if he has more. Hits it in the onside. That was a short delivery. He didn't make the best of it. They get a single there. I was thinking about a second, but they settle for the single. And I think the main reason for that is that Moore wants to face the next over. So the score is 139 for 5. 139 for 5. Manchester High School winning the toss and batting. Let me just give you an update on the score. Demario Hawley was caught by Williams of the bowling of Shaquille Walters for 1. He faced 4 deliveries. Tessa Ward Jr. was caught by Dujani West of Taekwon Roberts for 15. He faced 18 deliveries, 3 4s. O'Rain Wright. He was caught by Taekwon Roberts, bowled by Kyle Jackson for 37 from 25 deliveries, 4 4s and 1 6. Revan Morgan. He was stumped by Cavell Bailey, bowled by Kyle Jackson for 26 from 14 deliveries with 5 4s. And Pajay Nelson. He was caught by Taekwon Roberts of the bowling of Kyle Jackson for 3. Roshan McKenzie is on 8 and Jadine Moore is on 33. We have 16 extras and the bowling so far for Clarendon. We have Roberts. He has bowled 3 overs and he has taken 1 for 9. Walters 2 overs, 1 for 21. Gale 3 overs, none for 37. As in comes the ball, Baltimore. Hits it in there. Keeper comes around. All of them come, and he is caught. Caught and bowl. Caught and bowl. And that is the end of Moore. So it's 139 for 6, 15.1 overs. Manchester High School at 139 for 6. The batsman just out, Jadine Moore. He was caught and bowled and he made 33. So Manchester High School 139 for 6, 15.1 overs. Remember, they won the toss and elected to bat. And I can hear the manager of Clarendon asking, will Manchester bat out the 20 overs? Let us wait and see. And that's Barrington Williams who got that wicket, 2.1 overs, and he's taken 1 for 10 so far. So the new batsman is Barrington Simpson. He'll be facing Barrington Williams. So it's 139 for 6, and Williams will be bowling to Simpson. And losing Moore is a big blow for Manchester because he was going very well. As here comes Williams now, and he bowls to Simpson up to the wicket, bowls, and it's hit in the air. It's going towards the fielder. Fielder coming around, and he had it in his hand, well locked, and then he dropped it. Oh my goodness me! And last week Clarendon was very careless. Could be a run out here now though, and I think he's gone. Yes, he's run out. My goodness me, that was very very careless on behalf of the players. They thought of a single. The fielder dropped the catch. He threw it in to the non-strikers, and both batsmen were stranded. And then, of course, Mackenzie, he was down on Simpson. Simpson did not move, and Mackenzie is very, very upset, but he is run out. And Manchester High School, they are in tatters now. It's 139 for 7, losing the wicket by the run-out route. Oh, they got 1 for that, so it's 140 for 6. And that was very careless, and I can see Mackenzie coming in not very pleased at all. Not that he was going well, he was on 8 from 7. So let us see what happens. Is very, oh my goodness me. And of course, he has used some choice words. Hope you did not hear, but the score is 140 for six. And the new batsman, we're waiting for the new batsman to come. So if you're just joining us, just to let you know that Manchester High School here in the T20 competition, ISSA competition, they won the toss and elected to bat. And they are 140 for six. And just let you know that later on today, you have a cracker. It is going to be St. Elizabeth Technical against Excelsior. So wherever you are, come on down to Manchester High School. All those cars you see parked around, it's not for the spectators. It's the Adventist Church having their thing at Megamark. So we have space here for you. So please come on down. Definitely. Unable to come, we welcome you, those persons who are online. And we're asking you just to send the link to your friends, invite them to come and to watch and share it and like also. When he comes to the new batsman and he hits it into the onside, they say one, they take one, the fielder comes around and picks up nicely and throws it into the bowler who did not field but was backed up on the offside, and they get a single. So the score goes up to 141 for 7. And it's getting exciting here at Manchester High School. As they score, they have lost some quick wickets since I arrived. I don't know if I have anything to do with it, but the score is 139. I see here. It should be 140 for 7. And the new batsman is Harriet, but it's now Simpson is facing as Inikan Bowl. And he swings at it. He put this kitchen swing, everything at it, and he misses it, and it goes through to be taken by the keeper. So I'm sure Barrington wouldn't want to get out now to go and face Mackenzie. So it's best if he stay there and back and wait until he cools down. As here comes Williams now, bowls. Short delivery, and my goodness me, swings everything at it, misses completely, bounces, goes out to the onside. The keeper comes around, throws a stump, misses it. The bowler did not feel what hit him on his foot. He's wrenching in pain, and they come back for a second. And the fielder there, he got hit on the left leg somewhere between the knee and the ankle. He's wrenching in pain, but he's trying to be tough. That's Barrington Williams. You can see he's hopping and hobbling and can hardly move, but he's getting ready to bowl again. And I think that the umpire should get some help from him. But he said he's okay. I don't think he is. But let us wait and see what he bowls now. As he comes in now, up to the wicket and bowls. Full toss, and he hits it down towards the middle wicket boundary. The fielder comes around, stops it, they take one, and that's all they will be. You know, it's overthrown. They go for the second now. This one is very dangerous, and I am not sure what happened there, but the keeper did not try to hit the stump. He just took the ball and looked at it and said, "You need to stay here a little longer." 144 for 7 at the end of over number 16. They are going now at a rate of 9 per over. Projected score 180. But if you look in the wickets column, they have lost 7 wickets and they can't afford to lose anymore at this time. So Harriet is on 4 and Simpson is on 1. Uh,
But those things are always going to happen, because he just took his eye off the ball and just turned his body and it hit him on his foot. So, you know, uh, earlier the feeling of Clarendon College was impressive, but suddenly it just appears to be falling away.
yes, and remember last week they didn't feel well, and they started this week. I saw a lot of improvement in the feeling. Looked like they went back to the drawing board and had some training. But as the time goes on, I see that when pressure take them, they have the tendency to do some misfeel. But they have done a run out, and that must be commended. We are going to be having over number 17 now. We're in the 17th over. Harriet will be facing. And the keeper is setting the field meticulously. Over backward square leg, we have mid wicket right on the boundary. We have the long on and long off there also on the boundary. We have a cover point on the boundary, and we have a third man right back on the boundary. And you can hear the noise in the background. You think that we have 1,000 persons here. But when he come now, bowls, hits it through mid wicket. The fielder is coming around. They take one. They're coming back for the second. And that's all they will be. We didn't take on this row. So it's 2 runs. 2 runs to Simpson. And the bowler is take one Roberts. He has bowled 3.1 overs, not 1 for 11. So the bowler is take one Roberts. He's coming from the northern end. And he comes in now. He'll be bowling to Simpson. And one of the objectives here at Manchester High School is to ensure that they bat out these 20 overs. Very important that you bat out the 20 overs. As here comes Roberts now. Goes to Simpson, short, and he fends at it outside the off stump, goes through to be taken by the keeper. Was beaten outside the off stump. A good delivery there. The score remains 146 for 7. With Barrington Simpson on 3, Rashid Harriott on 4. Both of them are failing at the crease. 146 for 7. Both batsmen new at the crease. 1 and 3, other and 4. And it's 146 for 7. As here comes Roberts now. Comes into bowl to Simpson. Shot. He swings at it. Goes in the air. 2 fielders conversion. They take one. They turn for the second. I just see if they only got a single.
Why you put on too much zero? Take off all that zero.
So the score is 148. Oh, they got 2 for it. 148 for 7. 148 for 7. Barrington Simpson, he is on 5. Rashid Harriott on 4. They're new at the crease. Just 8 deliveries between them. As Roberts now turns, comes in from another end, bowl, short. And he left it alone to be taken by the keeper. You can imagine T20 match in over number 17, and you are leaving alone when you're going at a rate of 8.88.
That's how we win. You can't leave alone, but
Let us see if that will come back and haunt him. But here comes Roberts now. Comes in, bowls to Simpson. And he swings at it. You thought it was gone over, just takes an inside edge, goes into short mid wicket, and they take a single. Yeah, man. Okay. So that was Harriet who played that big swing at the ball. He got a single into the onside. Okay. He made a big swing, got an inside edge, and it trickles out to forward square, and they get a single.
okay, that's bad true. We say we make 130 long time. So you got bad, any bad ball you lick it, good ball, we take one.
Names. So in it comes now, up to the wicket bowls. Full pitch delivery, swings at it, and that's an iron ball. And it just trickles back to the bowler. No run. And that's the end of the over. End of over number 17, 149 for 7. So that's the end of over number 17, Manchester High School. They are 149 for 7. 149 for 7. Harriet on 4. Simpson on 6. They are going at a rate of 8.76. And the projected score at this time is 175. The last 5 overs, they have lost 2 wickets for 45 runs. So they scored at 9 per over in the last 5 overs. We have 3 overs to go. Oh, it's 19 overs they'll be going to. All right, so we have 2 overs to go. Just 2 overs to go then. Manchester 149 for 7. Hmm? Okay, and if you are hearing the persons in the background, you know that they are the ones who are playing on the field based on how they're talking. And in he comes and he bowls, and there is no run. The ball goes through to be taken by the keeper. It's Williams, otherwise known as Parrot, as he comes very slowly, and he bowls the ball very slowly, delivery, pitch up, and hits it through the outside. The fielder comes around, and it was a very good fielding there. I mean, somebody says buck up, take one Roberts, he turned and it's bouncing to his hand, and they only get a single. He got a very good bounce, and if he wasn't in the position, he couldn't have gotten the good bounce. So let us give the fielder credit. Well fielded there by Roberts, and the score goes up now to 150 for 7. Barrington now faces as William comes in. Ball to Simpson. Full pitch delivery, and he's on the back, hits it in the air. The fielder comes around, settles underneath it, and takes it easily, and he is out caught on the boundary. And my goodness me, Manchester High School, they have lost another wicket. They have lost the 8th wicket, and since it's only 19 overs, they will hope that they can at least bat out the 19 overs. So it's 150 for 8 Manchester High School, and it is Barrington Simpson who was just caught on the boundary there, trying to accelerate, and he made 7. So it's 150 for 7 right in over number 18, and for 8, and we'll be having 19 overs. So 1.4 overs to go, and Clarendon, they will feel confident that they can chase this down, and Manchester High School will feel confident that they will restrict them below the score. And it is Kellan Jones who will be the new batsman. Jones coming. He's also a big hitter of the ball. So Clarendon cannot afford to relax because they see that it's number 10 batsman coming in. That's Kellan Jones, who is also a pace bowler. So the new batsman is Kellan Jones, and he will be facing Williams. So Barrington Williams, he now has 2 for 16. Manchester High School 150 for 8, and we're in over number 18. Williams has 3 deliveries to go this over as he comes in now to bowl to Kellan Jones. And Jones is on the back foot, hits it into the inside. The fielder comes around and he stops it, and they will only get a single as he gets rid of the ball very quickly. The keeper didn't take it cleanly, but it's no runs, 151 for 8. Manchester High School winning the toss, electing to bat, and it brings Harriet into strike now. So Harriet is now the batsman facing, and it is Barrington Williams. Comes in now, bowls, and he swings it in the onside. The fielder comes around, they take one, and that's all they'll be because it is fielded on the boundary. 1 run, and at this time, Manchester High School is just taking them in singles. The score goes up to 152 for 8. 152 for 8. Manchester High School winning the toss, electing to bat. And of course, we only have 19 overs. We're in over number 18, 1 delivery to go. And one over after this, 1 over to come after this. As here comes Williams now. Comes in. Goes to Jones. Jones on the back foot, hits it into the onside. Not timed well. They take 1. They are thinking of a second, but that's all they will be. And that's the end of a very good over there by Barrington Williams. He has completed his 4 overs, no maiden, and he has taken 2 for 19. That's Barrington Williams, 2 for 19 from his 4 overs. Well done. And the score is 153 for 8 with just 1 over to go. 153 for 8. Manchester High School, just 1 over to go. If you join us late, just to let you know that Manchester High School, they won the toss, they elected to bat. It was cut from 20 to 19 overs in the interest of time, because those who don't know, it is a double header and we have another match which begins at 1:30, which is going to be St. Elizabeth Technical against Excelsior. That will be a cracker. And we invite you to stay tuned or to come on down to Manchester High School. 153 for 8, Manchester High School. And Kellan Jones, he will be facing the final over.
No, with the last delivery. Oh, yeah, the last ball. Yeah, yeah.
And it's Jones now facing. As he come bowl, and he swings at it, misses it, goes through to be taken by the keeper. A good delivery there. A very good delivery. And it's the final over. And Jones facing is Shaquille Walters bowling the final over. That was a very good delivery. It bounced just over the top of the middle stump. As he turns now, begin to move in, passes the umpire now, bowls to Jones. And Jones hits it back down the ground straight. The fielder comes on and he stops it right at long off. And there's only a single. And the score moves on to 154 for 8. We're in the final over. 4 deliveries to go. 154 for 8. The rate has gone down. Usually in the final overs, the rate will go up. But Manchester High School, they have been going down. Not sure what's happening. And it's just 4 deliveries to go. But here comes Shaquille Bowles. And it's on the leg stump. And they go through for a quick single. And the keeper tried to run him out. But he was there. Very quick single. Well taken. So the score goes up to 155 for 8. And of course, there was a loud appeal for LBW, but that ball was definitely down the leg side. And it hit the pad, and they went through for a quick single. So we have just 3 deliveries to go, 155 for 8. Manchester High School current rate 8.38, and the projected scores keeps going down. We have just 3 deliveries to go, and let us see what Shaquille Walters will do as he comes in now to bowl to Kellan Jones, who looks around the field and is settled now and waits as he begins to move in. Passes the umpire, bowls and he swings at it and misses completely. That's another dot ball. Goes into the books. A dot ball there. Very good dot ball in the final over. 155 for 8. Shaquille Walters bowling the over of his life now. The final over. And the rate is going down. The rate has gone down now to 8.30. My goodness me. As here comes Walters now. Comes in. Goes to Jones. And he hits it through the offside. They take one. They're thinking of second. The fielder comes in. And they are taking it. Should be run out. No. My goodness me. It was a bad throw. It should have gone into the keeper's glove. He tried for the direct hit. Had he hit it, he could have been in trouble. But all is well that ends well. They got 2 there. When it's true, it should have been 1. And the score goes up to 157. 157 for 8. And believe it or not, it's 1 delivery to go. Final delivery over number 19 at Manchester High School as Kellan Jones faces Shaquille Walters, bows, and he swings at it. The ball is in the air. The 2 fielders coming around, and it is dropped. They take 1, they go back for 2. My goodness me, there should have been some better communication between the 2 fielders, but they got it with both hands, and of course it spilled out. And that is the end of the innings. That's the end of Manchester High School inning. After 19 overs, Manchester High School winning the toss and batting. 159 for 8. And that's 159, a rate of 8.34 thereabout. And it is going to be a cracker because Clarendon College, I know they will be going after this 159. Okay. So just to recap here, just to recap, Manchester High School winning the toss and batting. And the Mario Hall, he was caught by Barrington Williams, bowled by Shaquille Walters. So you can change to 19 over. Okay. So it's Demario Hall. He was caught by Barrington Williams off the ball in a Shaquille Walters for one. He faced four deliveries. Tessa Ward Jr. caught by DeJohnny West, bowled by Taquan Roberts for 15 from 18 deliveries. He hits three fours. Orrin Wright caught by Taquan Roberts, bowled by Kyle Jackson for 37 from 25 deliveries. He struck four fours and one six. Revan Morgan stumped by Cavell Bailey of the bowling of Kyle Jackson for 26. He faced 14 deliveries. Ajay Nelson caught by Taquan Roberts of the bowling of Kyle Jackson for three. He faced three deliveries. Roshan McKenzie run out by Kyle Jackson for eight. He faced seven deliveries. Jadon Moore caught and bowled by Barrington Williams for 33. He faced 20 deliveries. Rashid Harriott not out and eight. And of course, Kellen Jones, he was not out on five. So Manchester High School, 159 for eight at the end of 19 overs. Clarendon College, they need 160 runs to win. And we take the innings break at this time and we return.
The match decide. Let me see. Then she was saying something to me.
Okay, but once you go settings,
See if that fits right. So remember that you're like, I just don't go away, baby.
What your big score? 159? So 160 is the target? Yes, it's the latest score.
Start out.
160 will be the target when he starts back.
Yeah, don't
160
go
to
help
get
pile them.
from
No, man,
19 over.
oh,
That's
you
far.
sure? Okay, okay. So you saw where the end of innings. Edit innings total.
yeah, man, what happened? You have two settings. There's one at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And like on the phone, it shows on that one. On
Mm-hmm.
the tablet, it's down about the next one.
Okay.
And this the phone we did use last time.
Yeah.
But each device, that I think.
Yeah. So we are in the innings break. Remind you that Manchester won the toss and elected to bat. So this is a top of the table clash between Manchester High School and remind you that later today, one of the biggest matches in schoolboy cricket in Jamaica, that's Stets against Excelsior High School out of Kingston, and that will be some sort of a revenge match. I know that Coach Bailey was not happy the last time both teams played. He was not very happy at all. He think that the pitch condition at St. Elizabeth Technical High School was not really dealt with in the eh, you know. But let's put that aside though. But I know that Bailey, you would have heard what he said in the Observer, and I know that you'll be coming here today expecting to beat Stets, as this match will be played at Manchester High School, and that's the second match coming up at 12 at 1:30. And you would have heard us talking to the scorer to ensure that everything is okay. As I said, it's a young lady, about 14 or 15 scoring, and that's why we keep on making the point that it is very important that what we do as an independent entity is that your support, your financial support is important so that we can use more cameras, we can get more cameras, we can get more angles, we can get professional or more crew member, because even if the person is not an experienced person, we can always train them, like how we are training the young lady to score now, you know. But we can't do those things without resources, and we endeavor to bring you high quality production. So your support is needed as we cover grassroots cricket across Jamaica. Almost every weekend now, you know, we are here covering cricket. For example, the under 16 final is coming up on Tuesday this week between Veer and Stets. That match will be at Sir P Oval. We will not be able to cover that match. We would love to. So if anyone out there, any one of you listening to us, any company, any individual would like to sponsor that match, our email address is in the video description. You can always click on the our email address in the video description. Send us an email, or there are ways that you can donate to us without even have to get in contact with us. You can just send the donation through PayPal or buy me a coffee. But if you really want to sponsor us to stream that final, and you want your mentions and your logo to be on the screen and all the works, and your interviews and so on, send us an email and let us work out something as we look to improve the quality of our production and have more cameras and train more youngsters and have more commentators, different angles, because as you see, it's one camera following the ball. So we'll be back with you in a short while as they are getting ready to start the Clarendon College innings as they look to chase down this total made by Manchester High School. So 159 made by Manchester High School of their 19 overs. 159.
here, the great commentator, Mr. Davis, shortly. Woo! More water now. Woo! Commentators deserve money. Umpire deserve money. The sun is hot as they make their way out to the middle. Hallelujah, hallelujah, praise be the Lord. Yo, Simo! Oh, I need to tell him need to get a wicket. Jesus! You should have said that, man. Look for Simo! 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 Me, I could call Simo right now. And to tell me when. Breaks, pick up yourself. Let's see if you are clown me. Simo! Look at it. Simo, me need my galaxy. What they say, if Simo get a wicket, Simo make sure get a wicket there. I'm a galaxy.
Excuse us.
Seriously.
So we are about to restart. The Manchester High School players take the field as we're about to restart here the innings. So Manchester High School winning the toss and batting first, made 159 for 8 of their 19 overs. Clarendon College will need 160 to win in 19 overs at a run rate of 8.73. 8.73.
Skipper, make sure I get a galaxy for every wicket Barrington gets it up. Need him in the attack.
Yeah. Okay.
So we
Right. Don't know one bowler me I look out for it alive.
Okay, yes, so it is Clarendon College now will be batting. They have 160 runs to play in 19 overs. And we can see the openers going out, Danje Larman and Shaquille Walters. The opening bowler for Manchester High School. Let us wait and see. It seems like it's going to be Kellan Jones. So Kellan Jones, he'll be bowling to Little Danje Larman. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Manchester High School. We are here for the second innings of this intriguing match between Manchester High School and Clarendon College. Manchester High School, they won the toss and they elected to bat. They made 159 for 8 in 19 overs at a rate of 8.37. And Clarendon College, they need 160 runs to win in 19 overs. At the end of the day, who you think will win? You can put your comments in the chat and you can make your bet as to who you think is going to win this match. And of course, you're a spectator giving them 20 overs. And of course, it means that if he's giving them 20 overs, he believes they can bat out 20 overs. And it's Jones now bowls, and that's a good delivery, bounces, and Lahman, he just drops his shoulder and it goes through to be taken by the keeper. If this is any indication as to what is going to happen, my goodness me, this is going to be a cracker. And it was just brilliant sunshine a few minutes ago, and now it's overcast. Okay, but it's nice and cool. As Kellan Jones, Manchester High School opening bowler, coming from the northern end, bowling to Danje Larman. The first delivery was a very good delivery as Jones comes in now. Begin to move in, passes the umpire, balls to Larman. That's a good delivery again. And goodness me, that one bounces and goes through to be taken by the keeper. Larman did not know much about that one, and he's thinking in his mind, what is going to happen next? The score is not for naught, and two deliveries completed. And Jones, he has bowled very well this year, improved significantly over last year, and he has become the premier bowler for Manchester High School. As we look around and we see quite a few spectators, and here comes Jones. He turns now, begin to move in, passes the umpire up to the wicket, bowls to Larman, and the same thing happens, and there's a stifled appeal, but nothing done, and the umpire says not out. It goes through to be taken by the keeper, Pajane Nelson. And we can see here at first slip, we have a very deep first slip, the skipper, Reverend Morgan, wearing the number 7. And we have, of course, the wicketkeeper, Pajay Nelson. So the score is not for naught. 3 very good deliveries by Jones. And Larman has not yet troubled the score, but Jones comes in now. Passes the umpire, bowls to Larman, and he's in behind it, pushes it into the offside where it's fielded. There's no run. Fielded by right there. And there is no run. The score is 4 deliveries, no run. Good delivery. And we can hear Ward Jr. at backward square leg there talking up his mouth when he's fielding. When he was batting, it was slightly different. But here comes Jones now, passes the umpire and bowls to Larman. And that's a good delivery. Plays it down to Ward Jr. and he fumbles. And of course, they get a single. And a single taken. And Larman is off the mark. And Clarendon College, they are off the mark. They are 1 without loss. 5 deliveries completed in the first over. And this brings Taquan Roberts. It's Taquan Roberts who's batting, and he will be facing his first delivery. So the score is 1 without loss, Clarendon, and they need 160 to win, and they need 159 now. 159 required, and here it comes now. As the umpire bowls, and that's another good delivery, and the keeper did not take it cleanly. What a good delivery. That's a very, very good over. The end of a fine over from Kellen Jones here at Manchester High School. 1 run coming off the over to Larman. He bowled a very testing over there, and the Clarendon players are happy that the over has ended. And we can see St. Elizabeth Technical arriving. St. Elizabeth, that's Excelsior High School arriving for the big match between them and St. Elizabeth Technical High School. Last week, the match that was played between Stets and Taki was only 9 overs. We expect to get the full overs this week. Cricket, love the cricket. Come on down to Manchester High School and watch. And if you can't, then you're going to tune in to the Cricket Forum. But it's 1 without loss here at Manchester High School and Clarendon College. They need a further 159 runs in 108 deliveries. So that's the end of the first over. An excellent over by Kellen Jones. And Clarendon College, they are 1 without loss with Larman on 1 from 5 deliveries. Taquan Roberts, he's on 0 from 1 delivery. And it's Barrington Simpson who's going to take it up from the southern end. So Barrington Simpson, he'll be bowling to Larman, then he comes bowls, full pitch delivery. Larman hits it in the air, they take off for a quick single. And if it's a direct hit, he would have been out, but it was a poor throw there. And the score moves on to 2. And the person who threw the ball is complaining. Never heard that before, but that's how it is. So the score goes up to 2. And that is so the score without loss. And it is Taquan Roberts now who comes in to take strike. Of course, Harriet is a very good fielder. Normally he would hit the stumps now, but he apologizes. But here comes Simpson now and he bowls, and Roberts is on the back foot, pushes it into the offside. The fielder comes in quickly, does not pick up cleanly, but prevents them from attempting the single. The score remains on 2 without loss. We're in over number 2, and they're scoring at 1 per over presently. The current run rate is 1.0, 1.5. As here comes Simpson now bowls. Full pitch delivery and hits it in the air over the fielder. Going towards the boundary. Goes into the boundary now. 4 runs. I love the shot there. I love the shot there by Taquan Roberts. Taking on the spinner and hitting him over long off into the boundary, 4 runs. It was in the air for some time, but as you know, we're in the power play, and the fielder was up in the 30-yard circle. He had no chance, and the ball goes into the boundary now, and the score is 6 without loss. Clarendon College chasing 160. They require further 154 runs in 105 balls. As in comes Simpson now, up to the wicket bowls, and it's down the leg side, and gets inside the wicket, flicks it towards the fine leg boundary. They take one, and they go back for two. It's chased by the fielder. Good throw coming in, but well done, well taken two, and the score goes up to 8. And Clarendon College now, they're looking serious now and ticking the scoreboard over and getting us excited here at Manchester High School. The score is 8 without loss, 1.4 overs. And remember, Clarendon College, they need a further 152 runs in 104 balls. It is game on here at Manchester High School.
Stick to a plan, man.
So it is Barrington Simpson from the southern end. And he comes in now to bowl to Roberts, and he's on the back foot. Pussy after he goes for a very quick single. And there's an appeal. He's run out. He is run out. My goodness me, that was suicide. And Larman, he was going to the danger end. I don't think he moved with the ball. It's a spin and not much movement. And that was excellent fielding. And he's gone. My goodness me, that is what I'd call suicide. So Larman did not get to play his inning that he planned, and he is out, run out there. Excellent. And it is Clarendon College. They are 8 for 1 in over number 2, and they need 152 runs to win in 103 deliveries. And Larman walks back to the pavilion and slowly. And of course, umpire gave him out, and we can hear some complaints in the background, but we do have the replay ready. So Larman is out, run out for 2. So the score is 8 without law. For 1, 8 for 1, sorry, it's 8 for 1. Okay. And the new batsman is Gale. Shimon Gale will be the new batsman. The score is 8 for 1. So Clarendon College, they are 8 for 1, and we are in over number 2. And that's not the way you get out in T20, but this is part of course, the game of cricket. If you remember that Rashad Mackenzie was furious at Manchester High School when he got run out. And of course, Larman, he looks a little bit cooler, and he came in, understand that he was run out. Of course, very disappointed, but very respectful. And the new batsman is Tremont Gale, and he'll be facing the final delivery from Barrington Simpson. So, and he comes balls to Gale, and he hits it awkwardly into the outside. And this time, the fielder rushes in. And what is happening here? I'm confused. Oh my goodness me, there's another run out. Oh my, it's confusion galore. We are not sure. Look like the two batsmen are run out. I don't know, I've never seen that before, but my goodness me, the fielder running, and of course he fumbled. I don't know what happened, but I was just saying it was no run. Only to see the batsman coming back to the pavilion run out. And Clarendon College, they are in tatters. They are 8 for 2 with 2 run out, chasing 159 to make 160 to win. And my goodness me, they have lost 2 wickets by the run out route. Is this early panic? Normally people don't panic so early in the game of cricket, but after 2 overs, panic has set in for Clarendon College, and we have 2 run out in 2 overs, and it's 8 for 2. So it's 8 for 2. Clarendon College in response to 159 for 8 made by Manchester High School in 19 overs. And Clarendon College need a good partnership here. If you remember last week, the Johnny Westy made 60 odd not out, and Clarendon College would expect him to play an innings like that. Just a reminder though, that last week he was given a few chances and he was scratchy at the beginning, and Manchester High School will be attacking him early. So let us see if he will withstand the pressure. Let us see if he will withstand the pressure. So it's Kellan Jones. So Kellan Jones will be bowling to Tremont Gale. Gale is not yet off the mark. New batsman Dejohnny West is not yet off the mark. and the score is 8 for 2, 2 run out. Believe it or not, if I were to say 8 for 2, you'd expect that they would have been out in a proper way, but they chose the run out route, and two of them are gone.
Young boy, them you know, kind of tired. They're supposed to have hours on top of hours.
So Kellen Jones, he'll be bowling to Tremont Gale. As in he comes now, passes the umpire, bowls to Gale, and that's a short when he plays it towards third man. The fielder comes around on the third man boundary and they take two. The Mario Hall dived in there at the gully position, misses it, and the fielder came around and they got 2 runs. So the score moves up to 10 for 2, and Gale is off the mark with 2. So Clarendon College, in response to Manchester High School, who made 159 for 8, they are 10 for 2, and we are in over number 3 as Kellen Jones turns now at the top of his mark from the northern end, begins to move in, passes the umpire now, up to the wicket and bowls to Gale. And Gale comes forward, beaten outside the off stump, and the ball goes through to be taken by the keeper, Paget Nelson. That was a good delivery there by Jones. The batsman came across his wicket, and he was beaten all ends up, and the ball went through to be taken by the keeper. And the score remains on 10 for 2. As Jones walks slowly back to his mark, concentrating now. And we have the biggest supporter for Manchester High School making lots of noise there as Jones turn now, begin to move in. Comes in, passes the umpire now, bowls to Gale. Short, and that one bounces over your head. My goodness me. And that had some venom on it. And it goes through the cape. And let me see if the umpire signal the one for the over. He has not. So the score remains on 10 for 2. Clarendon College. They need 150 runs in 99 deliveries. And the Duckworth Roads par square at this time will be 27. But it's bright sunshine, brilliant sunshine here at Manchester High School. No threat of rain at this time. As Jones, McLaren begin to move in now, passes the umpire, and he bowls to Gale, and he plays it towards the third man, and they take one easy one. It's fielded on the third man boundary, and that's a single. The score goes up to 11, 11 for 2, and we invite you to come on down to Manchester High School. The admission is free, so please come on down and watch this match. And Dejani West now comes into strike. He's one of them that Clarendon College is depending on. He's big and strong, and they expect him to hit the ball all over the park like what he did last week. But let us see. Kellen Jones has other ideas as he turns down from the northern end, moves it past the umpire and bowls to West, and it's a good delivery, but West plays it well down towards third man. The fielder comes around, they take one, they're saying two, but they change their mind, and it's an easy single, and it's not a good throw there, and Paget is not pleased because he was not able to stop it, and the score goes up to 13 for 2. 13 for 2, Clarendon College. West is off the mark, he's on 1. Yale is on 3. As in he comes now, Kellen Jones passes the umpire, bowls to Gale. And Gale comes forward, pushes it in the outside, a good delivery there. And there is no run. The score remains on 12 for 2. At the end of over number 3, the score is 12, 12 for 2. Clarendon College.
Clarendon College needing 160 to win from 19 overs. After 3 overs, they are 12 for 2.
And just to let you know, the person who have gotten the 2 wickets, the person who got the 2 wickets has not yet bowled the ball because Danjay Laman, he was run out by Demario Hall for 2, and Taquan Roberts, he was run out by Demario Hall for 6. So Demario has taken 2 wickets without bowling the ball. My goodness me, is he great or what? So yes, so Clarendon College, they are 12 for 2. Okay, and we can see the students from Stet's team, they're arriving. The big bus is coming. And Barrington bowled his first delivery to Dujani West, and he pushed forward into the offside. And there's no run, so the score is 12 for 2. We're in over number 4. as Barrington Simpson comes in, goes to Dujani West, full pitch delivery, and he hits it straight down the ground into the boundary. 4 runs. I love the shot there. A powerful strike. Last week he waited a little bit. To this week he's not waiting, and he hits it straight down the ground. I love the shot. 4 runs, and West is now going into his act. He's on 5 from 3 deliveries, and the score goes up to 16 for 2. Clarendon College, and they are chasing 160. They need 144 runs in 94 deliveries. Nikom now bowls and he pushes it into the offside, and there is no run. So the score is 16 for 2. Clarendon College. He comes now, passes the umpire, bowl short, and West is on the back foot and punches it into the offside. It's misfielded, and it's misfielded, but no harm done. No harm done because the batsmen were not on the alert. They were not looking for the single, and as a result, they didn't expect that the fielder would misfield, and that is a cardinal sin as Barrington Simpson turns now, bowls to us, and the back foot edges it, and there is no run. Not sure what happened there. He got an edge, and the ball went on the ground. First slip area, keeper came around, and there's no run. Final delivery is over. Barrington Simpson comes in now to bowl to Dujani West. In he comes now, passes the umpire, bowls, and West is on the back foot, pushes it into the outside. That one got some bounce there, and West is a tall man, so he got on top of it and just pushed it into the offside. There's no run. The score remains on 16 for 2, and Clarendon College, they require a further 144 runs to win in 90 deliveries. And the required rate is going up. It's 9.60. The current rate is 4.0. The required rate is 9.60.
Skipper pull him in no way scream for. Need him a wicked color.
So I think Kellan Jones is going to continue. Going into his third over. He has bowled 2 overs so far. 2 overs, not for 5. So Tremont Gale, he'll be facing Kellan Jones as he comes in from another end up to the wicket bowls. A short delivery, and Gale is on the front foot, pushes it into the offside where it's fielded, and there is no run. And the score remains on 16 for 2. We're in over number 5. 16 for 2. They're going at a rate of 3.84. The required rate is 9.71. 16 for 2. Right here. As Jones now turns, begin to move in, passes the umpire, bowls, and that's a full pitch delivery, a good length delivery, and it bounces outside the off stump and beats the batsman and goes through to be taken by the keeper. Another dot ball. The score remains on 16 for 2. We're in over number 5. Kellan Jones turns now. It's about going back to his mark. We're in the number 10. In football, that's a big number. Not sure about cricket. As he turns now and begin to move in, passes the umpire now up to the wicket, bowls, and it comes up forward and is beaten outside the off stump and very close to the edge there. And there's no run. The score remains on 16 for 2. And this is good bowling here by Kellan Jones. He's in his third over. And so far he has taken none for 5. 2.3 overs, no maiden, none for 5. And he has an economy rate of 2.0. Indeed, good bowling by Kellan Jones. As Jones turns now, moves in now, passes the umpire and bowls. And that's a good delivery and a wide signal by the umpire. Not sure what happened, but a wide was signaled by the umpire. And I am not in line, but from where I'm sitting, I am surprised to see that as a wide. But the score is 17 for 2. And that shows you that the umpire is the one who is in charge, and his decision is final one. As long as you don't have as long as there's no referral system, the umpire's decision is final. So it is 17 for 2. Clarendon College, they need 143 in 87 deliveries. As Jones comes in now and bowls, and batsman comes forward, pushes it into the offside, and there is no run. So Jones now 2.4 overs, and he has taken none for 6. And it is excitement here at Clarendon College. They've off to a slow start, but The game is not over until it's over, and Dejani West is there, and he can hit it all over the park. As Jones turns now, comes in to bowl to Gale. In comes Jones to Gale, and Gale swings at it. Long after the ball had passed, he was swinging at it. By the time the ball was in the keeper's hand, the batsman was swinging when the ball was in the keeper's hand. Just a reminder, there was a wide in the over. There was a wide in the over, but just to say that the batsman there was very late. He was swinging at the ball while the keeper was passing it to the first slip. As he turns now, begin to move in. Passes the umpire up to the wicket, bowls full pitch delivery, and he hits it back to the bowler slowly. And the long on come across and field. There's no run, and that's the end of the over. Clarendon College, 17 for 2 at the end of 5 overs, going at a rate of 3.4. The required rate climbing, it's now 10.21, the required rate. 17 for 2 at the end of 5 overs.
Clarendon College after 5 overs are 17 for 2. 17 for 2 after 5 overs. Remind you that they need 160, so they need a further 143 runs in 14 overs.
He comes now, bowls, and that's Barrington Simpson again, bowls to West, and he hits it into the onside, where it is fielded by Tesla Ward Jr., and there is no run. The score remains on 17 for 2 as in comes into bowls to West, and he pushes it into the offside down towards backward point, where it is fielded by Demario Hall, and there's no run. The score remains on 17 for 2. We're in over number 6, the final over of the power play. I think they use the 6 just the same as Barrington Simpson. Comes in, bowls to West, and he hits it in the air. Two fielders are going to bicycle it toward them. It's going towards the boundary, and they will stop it just inside the boundary. They take one, they turn for the second, and that's all they will get. 2 runs there, and the score goes up to 19 for 2. That was aerial for a long time, but we are in the power play, so the fielders are inside the circle, and it bisected the two fielders, went over their head, and they got 2 runs to take the score up to 19 for 2. As here comes Simpson now, bowls to West. And that's a faster delivery. West on the back foot, pushes it into the offside, square on the offside. All fields, there's no run. The score remains on 19 for 2 as Harriet is warming up. I guess he might be coming on next. But here comes Simpson, bowls a fast delivery. And West hits it into the offside, and it goes into the boundary now. 4 runs. I love the shot. That's a powerful young man. I was standing beside him earlier, and I felt like a dwarf. He's a big, strong, powerful young man, Dejani West. And he hit the ball really hard. And he was on the back foot and punched that one through the offside into the boundary. 4 runs. The score goes up to 23 for 2. As Barrington Simpson comes now up to the kick, bowls, and West hit it in the air. And my goodness me, it's gone. 6 runs. I love the shot. That one is going towards Church Teachers College. And like I said last week, he had sent this ball to get tertiary education. Let us see if it will return. The score is 29 for 2. He did not put much effort in that one. He just came forward and hit it to the Church Teachers College for 6 runs. I love the shot. This is a powerful young man. And Manchester High School will be wary and mindful of Dejani West based upon what he did last week on this very same pitch in this same Manchester High School. And he's bringing hope to Clarendon College. And they are depending on him. And Manchester High School will want to get him quickly.
Interesting there, Mr. Davis. When he played that shot, everyone just turned and looked.
Oh, yes, they just looked because they know it was gone. And that shot is almost like when you pass your exam to go to tertiary institution. It's 29 for 2. 29 for 2. At the end of 6 overs.
The end of the power play. Clarendon College are 29 for 2. They need a further 131 runs to win in 13 overs.
And as you and I know, Mr. Brown, that ball has gone for tertiary education. Usually it's 4 years before they finish. So the third umpire has gone out with a new ball because that one has not been found.
It went a long way.
Yes,
it went a long way. As
and I hope,
said, I just realized that everyone just turned and looked.
And yes. It's like when you see an aeroplane passing and you know you can't catch it. So it is 29 for 2. I think it's Harriet would be the new bowler replacing Jones. Jones had 3 overs, none for six. Three very good overs that he bowled, but they're saving one of the overs for later on if they need it. And I think it's Harriet, yes. Harriet, who I saw warming up earlier. He's a very strong young man. He plays on the Manchester High School Dakar Cup football team. So he's a footballer. I think he plays left back, but he's a footballer and he's also a cricketer.
He's going to be bowling with some serious pace.
I anticipate that, but let us wait and see. He's a strong young man. So Harriet is a sportsman, and he will be bowling to Gale, who has been very quiet. He's on 3 from 12 deliveries, and Manchester High School do not necessarily want the wicket of Gale yet. They want to get rid of West because Gale is not really troubling them at this time. He's 3 from 12, going at a rate of 25. As Harriet with his first delivery now comes in bowls to Gale, and that's one bounces. Oh my goodness me! That one was fast, and it bounced, and the keeper took it above his head. That was a good delivery from Harriet. What a start this is from Harriet. Rashid Harriet, that delivery was a peach of a delivery. My goodness me. Harriet now comes in, passes the umpire now and bowls to Gale. And that one bounces again and goes through to be taken by the keeper. The batsman played at it. But of course, by the time he swung the bat, the ball was in the keeper's gloves. 29 for 2. And the batsman there, Jerome Gale, he has a nickname of Pastor. And I know that the Adventist Church, they have a big convention going on at Mega Marty where I want to finish quickly and go over there. But let us see what Pastor will do. That is Jerome Gale, Jerome Gale, and Rashid Harriet now turns from another end, begins to move in, passes the umpire with his third delivery of the over, comes in bowls, and that's another good delivery, but it's a bit on the wide side and wide signal by the umpire. The keeper had to move across towards first slip the field, and they get a wide, and that's the only infringement so far in this over. But the batsman was also well beaten, and the score is 30. The score goes up to 30 for 2. 30 for 2, we're in over number 7, and they're scoring at 4.74 per over. The required rate has now gone up to 10.26. So Harriet now gets ready to move in, and he will be bowling to Jerome Gale, who is on 3. As Harriet now comes in, up to the wicket, bowls. And that is a good delivery again. He beats the batsman, all ends up, goes through to keeper Pajay Nelson. And the score remains on 30 for 2. And indeed, this has been good bowling here by Manchester High School. And all this is happening. I think that Gale should be trying to get a single. He has the opportunity on the onside. There are no fielders. The closest field on the onside is in the 30-yard circle. He can easily push one of those deliveries for a single and bring West into strike. But he's trying to make these big hits as Harriet comes in now and bowls. And that's a full toss, and he hits it down towards backward point. It goes into the boundary now. 4 runs. That was a gift there from Harriet. After bowling so very well, he gave a gift. And that's the thing with the young boys. For them to bowl 6 consistent deliveries is always a challenge. The score goes up now to 34 for 2. And Jerome Gale, he waited his time and he got the full toss outside the off stump and he hits it into the point boundary for 4. So we have a delay here as the bowler tie his shoelaces. And he gets ready now. And he will be bowling to Jerome Gale. Gale waits now as Harriet comes in, bowls, and that's short. And he plays it nicely down towards third man. The fielder is going around wide third man. He cannot get it. It goes into the boundary now. 4 runs. Lovely shot there by Gale. He has waited. He has been patient. And now he's reaping the reward. And he has gotten 8 runs in the last 2 deliveries. And the score goes up to 34 for 2. We're in over number 7. as we welcome St. Elizabeth Technical High School. They are here for the match against Excelsior. So the score is 38 for 2. And Harriet started very well, but has become expensive now as it has gone to 9 from the over. And we can see the players there from St. Elizabeth Technical High School arriving. And they have the big match against Excelsior. It's Stone against Country. And it's going to be war. Stay tuned. 38 for 2. Clarendon College, as Gale is batting quite well now, 11 deliveries. He has faced 17 deliveries, he's only on 11, so he's trying to catch up. As Harriet comes in now, bows, and that's a short delivery, bounces and beats him and goes through to be taken by. That was a good delivery. Harriet bowled 4 good deliveries and 2 bad deliveries, and the 2 bad deliveries, they were punished, and 8 runs came off it. So the score is now 38 for 2 at the end of 7 overs. And Excelsior, they have also arrived and they are here. So Excelsior is here. St. Elizabeth Technical High School, they are here. And it's the blue and gold against the green and gold. And right now we have the maroon and gold. They are playing against the blue and gold also because Clarendon College, blue and gold. Manchester High School, maroon and gold. And the score is 38 for 2. Clarendon College, they are chasing 160. They need a further 122 runs in 72 deliveries.
Both teams have arrived for the second match, but the score is now 38 for 2.
So Clarendon College, they're 38 for 2 at the end of over number 7. They're chasing 160. They need 122 runs in 72 deliveries. The current run rate is 5.43 there, and the required rate is 10.17, as it is Reverend Morgan who is going to start the 8th over, and he'll be bowling from the southern end to Dujani West, who is on 17 from 13 deliveries, and with him we have Tremont Gale, who is on 11 from 18. So it is Reverend Morgan comes in now to bowl to West. And he misses his run there, aborts his run, and dead ball signaled by the umpire. And he looks down on the pitch suspiciously, kicks a little bit of turf away, rubs his hand into the dust, and turns now. And he's getting ready again to bowl to West. To bowl his first delivery to Johnny West, who is looking good, 2 fours and a 6 so far. As in comes Reverend Morgan, up to the wicket, bowls, and that's hits in the air. The fielder's coming around. Will he catch it? I doubt it. He misses it, and it goes through his hands and goes into the boundary for 4. From the way he approached it, that was Kellen Jones coming towards the ball. He was doubtful, and I knew from then that it was going to go through his hands. He dived forward, and it went into the boundary between his hands and into the boundary. 4 runs, and we can see Morgan very disappointed, but Johnny West, he is very happy. He moves up to 21, and the score goes up to 42 for 2, and we're in over number 8, 7.1 so far, 7.1 overs so far. The required rate has gone down to 9.97, and the current rate up to 5.86. And in the last 5 overs, they have scored 32 runs, and they have not lost a wicket. So far, the only 2 wickets to go for Clarendon College has been via the run-out route, and none of the bowlers have been able to get a wicket. And Morgan now turns from the southern end, begin to move in. Gets ready now as the batsman settles. And West look like he's sleeping on his back, but he's really a sleeping giant. As in comes Morgan now. Up to the wicket, goes to West, and he swings at it outside the off stump, very close to the under edge. It goes through to be taken by the keeper, and the score remains on 42 for 2. So, Reverend Morgan, third delivery, passes the umpire now. And he comes, goes to West, and that's outside the off stump, wide delivery, wide signal by the umpire. The score goes up to 43 for 2. As that delivery was wide, the score is 43 for 2. And the Clarendon College, they need 118 runs from 69 deliveries, and the required rate is 10.26. They have done that before, and they believe they can do it again. This game is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. We have a cracker on our hands right here at Manchester High School. It is 43 for 2, and they need a further 117 in 70 deliveries. It is doable, it's possible. Only 10.02 required. As Morgan comes in now, begin to move in. Passes the umpire up to wicket, balls to West. Wide delivery and wide again, signaled by the umpire. The score goes up to 44 for 2. And Manchester High School, they're trying to help Clarendon College by bowling these wide deliveries. And of course, every wide they bowl, they will have to bowl it over.
Sir Principal, how you doing, sir? Good morning. How are you?
Okay, so here we have the coach for St. Elizabeth Technical, Mr. Carl Wright. They have arrived and he's here watching this match here. And I hope he enjoyed it. Enjoy it as here comes Reverend Morgan now. Comes in, passes the umpire, bowls to West. And that's what outside the off stump. And West leave it alone, hoping to get another wide, but this time the umpire was a little bit wiser than him. And there is no run. It's 44 for 2, 7.3 overs, 44 for 2. And they need 116 from 69 deliveries. As here comes Morgan. Up to the wicket, bowls to West, full pitch delivery and hits it in the air. The fielder is going to coming around, he's not going to reach it. Bounces once, twice, then it reaches him Jones and they take two and they get it quite easily. A good throw into the keeper. 2 runs and the score goes up to 46 for 2. 46 for 2. And of course, it's the power players ended before, and therefore the fielder was way on the boundary and he could not get inside enough because the ball drops in front of him and bounced twice. And so they get 2 runs to take the score up to 46 for 2. We are still in the eighth over as Reverend Morgan. He has bowled 4 deliveries now for 8 runs, including 2 wides. And he turns now and he will be bowling to Dujani West. West is on 23 from 17 and he's threatening again to do what he did before. But here comes Morgan to move into the big, strong West. Reverend Morgan from the southern end begins to move in now. Passes the umpire up to the wicket, bowls to West, and he hits it in the air. A fielder coming around. Let me see if it will catch it. He comes around and he stops it just inside the boundary, and a strong return coming in, and they get 2 runs. So that's 2 runs, and the score goes up to 48 for 2. That was well fielded there. 48 for 2.
So we live.
And it's 1 delivery to go in this over. West goes up to 25, and Morgan now begins to move into bowl to Dujana West. Passes the umpire, bowls, and he swings at it and misses, and it goes through to be taken by the keeper. Strong finish there by Morgan. The score remains on 48 for 2. At the end of 8 overs, they require 112 runs in 66 deliveries. So Clarendon College, they are 48 for 2 of 8 overs. The current run rate is 6, and the required rate is 10.81. They need 112 runs in 66 deliveries. That's 112 required in 66 deliveries. Required rate 10.16. In the last 5 overs, they have scored 36 runs and they have not lost a wicket. And the 2 wickets that they have lost has been via the run-out route. And Harriet is going to continue from the northern end, and he'll be bowling to Trevon Gale. So it is 48 for 2, and we're going into over number 9. So it's Rashid Harriet now, and he will be bowling to Tyrone Gale. And he comes now, passes the umpire, short delivery, edges it, and it Tiva dives forward, it bounced just in front of him. Morgan dives forward and it bounces just in front of him, and there's no runners in the air. Harriet was excited, and Morgan, he dived forward. I don't think he got to it. It bounced before, and it is 48 for 2. So it is 48 for 2 as Harriet turns now. Begin to move in to bowl to Gale. He passes the umpire, bowls, and that's short again, and he's on the back foot, pushes it in front of him, and it's a no ball signal by the umpire, and it's a free hit. A no ball signal by the umpire, it's a free hit. So Gale has a chance now to free his arms, and that was a no ball signal by the umpire, I was a bit obscured by the non-striker of Mr. Dujani West, and he's a big man, so I could not see the umpire at the time. But it's a no ball signal by umpire Carl Hall, and the score goes up to 49 for 2. And Harriet will now bowl to Gale. It's a free hit. But here comes Harriet now. Passes the umpire. Bowls with a free hit delivery, and he swings at it and misses it. So there is no penalty from the free hit. Jerome did not make the best use of it. So the score is 49 for 2. We're in over number 9. 49 for 2. And they need a further 111 runs in 64 deliveries. And we can see the coach of St. Elizabeth Technical, Carl Wright, strong, powerful short man, going towards his team. And of course, he was a prolific batsman in his time. This is the 10th. Okay, so the score is 49 for 2. And he bowls and it hits it into the offside, and there's no run. Score is 49 for 2. And Gale is the man facing. He got the chance for a free hit, and Harriet bowled a very good delivery for the free hit, so he did not get a run off it. And when you get a free hit and not even one, it's painful because you need to make use of the free hit. Harriet now is in his second over. He comes in now, passes the umpire, just about now, bowls. Full pitch delivery, a york, and he digs it out into the onside, and they get a single. And that brings up a 50, 50 for Clarendon College. They are 50 for 2 in over number 9, 8.4 overs, 50 for 2, Clarendon College. They need 110 runs in 62 deliveries. That's the required rate is 10.65, and the current rate is 5.77. So if you check that, you have to double what they're doing now in order to win this match. Can they do it? Yes, they've done it before. And Dujane West, the big, strong young man, is there. And most of the hopes of Clarendon College is resting on his big, broad shoulders, and they are big and broad enough. As in comes Harriet now from the northern end. He comes in up to the wicket and bowls to West. Short, and West is on the back foot. Pushes it towards backward point. The fielder comes around. That's Hall, and there's no run. Good delivery there from Harriet. He has bowled some very good deliveries, a few bad ones, but very good deliveries, and the score remains on 50 for 2. 50 for 2, Clarendon College. They require 110 runs in 62 deliveries. And they're also behind only Duckworth Lewis. So it's 159 for 8, Manchester High School in 19 overs, and Clarendon College, they are 50 for 2 in over number 9. As here comes Harriet now. Moves in, up to the wicket, bowls to a short, and he's on the back foot, swings at it, and it just bounces in off his bat into the pitch and goes through to the taken by keeper Pajay Nelson. And that's the end of the over. Clarendon College, at the end of over number 9, they are 50 for 2, chasing 160. They need 110 runs in 60 deliveries. And that's the end of the over from Harriet. He has bowled 2 overs, no maiden, 11 runs, no wicket, going at 5.50. And Reverend Morgan, he's going to continue from the southern end, and he will be bowling to Gale. And Gale, Jerome Gale, is on 12 from 23. His strike rate is at just over 52. So Gale gets ready now as Reverend Morgan comes in now to bowl to Gale. Sure, outside there so many plays that it misses. Came very close to the edge, close to the outside edge, and went through to the keeper. And Gale seems to be hot or cold, not rotating the strike. He has struck 2-4 so far. He needs to rotate the strike and to get Western strike as much as possible. But he's trying other things. As Morgan turns and comes in, bowls to him, full pitch delivery outside the off stump. He swings at it again. Instead of coming across and pushing it for a single, take the pace of it with soft hands and get Weston to strike. He's making these big hits, and I think he needs some advice from his coaching staff. The score is 50 for 2, Clarendon College. They still need 110 runs, and it's 58 deliveries as Morgan comes in now. Bowls, full pitch delivery, a Yorker, and he Tugs it out. My goodness me, that one almost went through. It dug it out and it just went so close to the stumps. But fortunately for Gale, he's still there. I'm not sure. When he comes now, Morgan bowls, full pitch away, and he hits it into the offside, and he goes for a single, turns back as he was sent back by West, and it was good feeling there. And had he taken that, he would have been gone, but he turned back, and he's really living on the edge now, Jerome Gill, as he tries to get some runs because his team needs some runs now. So he's desperate. He's on 12 from 27. His scoring rate is very low now. He's gone down to a strike rate of 44.44. And then he comes now. But hit it in the air. The fielder, there's no fielder around there. His fielder's coming around. They take one. It goes now into the boundary. 4 runs. It was a thick outside edge towards the bottom of the bat, but it goes into the boundary. 4 runs to Gale. He moves up to 16, and the score goes up to 54 for 2. And we are still in over number 10, 54 for 2. And we have one delivery to come in the 10th over. After this, you will have a drinks break, I anticipate. So one delivery now before the drinks break. Jerome Gale is on 16, and he'd want to stay there to hear what his coach has to say to him in the break, and then come out fresh for the last 9 overs to see what they can do. And the required rate has now gone up to 11.56. The required rate is now 11.56, and Clarendon College, they are 54 for 2, 9.5 overs. As here comes Morgan now, up to the wicket now, and bowls to Gale. Full pitch delivery, and he comes forward, misses it, it goes through to be taken by the keeper, beating all ends up. And that's the end of over number 10. Clarendon College, in response to 159 for 8 made by Manchester High School in 19 overs, they are 54 for 2 at the end of over number 10, going at a rate of 5.40, and the required rate has gone up to 11.78 as we welcome Mr. Brooks. And he is, of course, the chairman of cricket for the urban area, and he's here with us. He's also the principal of Norman Manley High School. Welcome, Mr. Brooks. So 54 for 2. They need 106 runs in 54 deliveries. Just to give you a recap, Manchester High School, they won the toss and they elected to bat. They made 159 for 8. And in response, Clarendon College, they are 54 for 2. So far, they have lost Danjay Larman. He was run out by Demaria Hall for 2. Taekwon Roberts, he was run out by Demario Hall for 6. Jerome Gale, he's not out on 16 from 29 deliveries. Dujani West is on 25 from 21. There are 5 extras with 4 wides, 1 no ball, 54 for 2, and they need 106 runs in 54 deliveries as we take the drinks break. No, I went to Kingston and left them there, so I thought, Mr. But
You can
and,
ask him to send them please.
yeah, but Mayday one. But yeah.
That's the only rural one.
Okay.
Yeah, we got this. We got this. I mean, wait for him to say. Got this, sir. Why is that? If you know, say them man was so big, we not take large. Take Excel out of the large experience. You right thing, man. When it's large, it got two and say two tight. That bigger than two tight.
You know, the other cricket
Oh, you like it?
thanks.
like about 8,000 watts stick.
Yeah, I saw it. I shared it. I shared it with
All right, okay.
Tell me which side of my boy have been trying to
Yeah. You know, Mr. Davis?
Hmm?
Almost 8,000 watts stick line and match. Yes, I, yeah. Match them closest so I can. Yeah.
Look good cricket.
Yeah.
Up to last year, I watch I watch the West Indies 97, the England match, then ball out England 46.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
3.5 million people.
You see?
And that's just 18 minutes cricket.
Yeah. When I look up and I saw it, I said, offside. Yeah, because I was preparing now for this weekend.
Man, what cricket I play better go watch.
Yeah. Because compared to the other match, I think at 2000. No. You know, because that was a joke. All right.
When I come to watch T20, that's a people go out to and now. And now 100 is that automatic turn.
Yes, soldier. Yes, sir. Yes, you are good.
Okay, welcome back. And my goodness me, that delivery there, it was bouncing delivery and leg by signal. It went over the head of the keeper. He got a glove onto it and it goes into the boundary. And four leg by signal by the umpire. Four leg by signal by the umpire. And the score goes up to 58 for 2. Okay. Because it. Mm-mm. No, it's leg by because I hit the batsman. Hmm? Hmm? Well, it's four. I'm not sure what, but he signaled four. Not four. It's by a leg by, but in comes a bowls and he hits it on the leg side and it's poorly fielded there by Ward June and he turns now trying to chase after his tail and he will not catch it and it goes into the boundary. 4 runs. That was poor feeling there by Tesla Ward Jr. He was beaten and he turned around to chase it. He could not catch it. It goes into the boundary and it is 4 runs.
bad bowling outside the house stop. Bowl the ball outside the house stop.
Why did you touch him? Touch him somewhere. And he comes now, bowls, and he hits it in the air. The fielder's coming around. They're going to catch it. Bounce between two fielders, and he fields now, and they get a single. They're thinking of a second, but they change their mind, and that was good call. And the score is 63 for 2. So just a little recap on the delivery that went for 4. That the keeper touched the keeper glove, went into the boundary. It would have caught the edge of the bat, so it would have been a catch. So it was a mischance there by Nelson. He just stopped the top of his glove, his fingers, or the tip of the finger, and went into the boundary for 4. So the score is 63 for 2. As Rashid Harriet now comes into bowl to Gale. And that's a good delivery and is an appeal. Wide signal by the umpire. That ball went over the stump, but a wide was signal. Let us wait to see. And he changes his decision now. And he's signaling leg by, but there was no run. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So the umpire corrected himself there. The ball brushed on the pad. He was given that information by his square leg umpire. So here comes Harriet now. Comes in and bowls to Gale. Full pitchly plays that it misses. It goes through to be taken by the keeper. There is no run. So the score is now 63 for 2 in response to 159 for 8. That is Clarendon College. They need 97 runs in 49 deliveries. The required rate has gone up to 11.88. In the last 5 overs, they have scored 40 runs and they have not lost a wicket. They are going at 8. They were going at 8 for the last 5 overs, and they still have a chance. As here comes Harriet now, and he comes into bowl to Gale, and he just fishes as it outside the off stump, and it goes through to be taken by the keeper. There's no run. 63 for 2 at the end of over number 11. And they need 97 runs in 48 deliveries. Clarendon College will have to get cracking now if they are to have a chance. So it is 63 for 2, and I still think it's going to be a competitive game. And I know that they need to get West. Okay. Yes, Mr. Black, bless up. All right. So the score is 63 for 2. Clarendon College at the end of over number 11. They're chasing 160. They need 97 runs in 48 deliveries. We have a new bowler, that's Rashawn McKenzie, otherwise known as Aki Walk. He'll be coming from the southern end and he'll be bowling to big man Dejani West, who is on 34 from 24. I think that Tremont Gale, he has been soaking up some deliveries. He has faced 32 deliveries for 16 runs, and it's all as nothing. He has scored 3 fours and 4 singles thereabouts. So the score is 63 for 2, and Dejani West will now face Rashawn McKenzie. He's coming from the southern end. As Mackenzie, formerly of St. Elizabeth Technical High School, now at Manchester High School, comes in, bowls to West, and that's a good delivery, and the batsman left it alone. I think the batsman was beaten in his mind, so he could not move the bat, and it went through to, and the keeper fumbles, got his legs together, stopped it, and they did not get a bye, so no harm done. The score is 63 for 2. As West now gets ready and waits now as Mackenzie comes in now, begin to move in, passes the umpire up to the wicket ball, short down the leg side, and he hits it down towards backward square leg. The fielder comes around and stops it well, and they get only a single. Seems to be Hall down there, not sure. Yes, the Mario Hall, and he feels well, and they get only a single. So West moves on to 35 from 26, and it brings Gale into strike, who has been scoring quite slowly in the context of the game. They need 12.52 now. The run rate is climbing. It has gone up now to 12.52, and West is being starved of the strike. Well, he got 2 deliveries, got a single, and Jerome Gale, he's getting the bulk of the strike. He has faced 32 deliveries for his 16 runs, striking at 50, and West is striking at 134. As Rashawn McKenzie now, top of his mark, begin to move in now, up to the wicket, and he bowls to Gale, and he swings at it. That was a mighty heave, and it goes through to be taken by the keeper, and there's no run, 64 for 2, as Clarendon begin to get desperate now. And I do believe that Tremont Gale needs to take a different approach to this game. He needs to put the singles and turn the strike over and give the big man West the strike. And he has to become less selfish now. He needs to get some singles and get West on strike. But here comes Mackenzie now, bowls, and he leaves it alone. And it goes through to be taken by the keeper. A wide signal by the umpire. Wide signal by the umpire. And the score goes up to 65 for 2. And Mackenzie now comes in. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to come down here to get some of the humor and the fun we're having as Mackenzie comes in now and bowls, and he hits it in the air. It goes towards third man. The fielder comes around and he picks it up now. They take one, they turn for the second, and they get it quite easily. 2 runs to Gale, who is called Pastor. He goes up to 18, and the score goes up to 67 for 2. 67 for 2, and we're in over number 12. And I believe with just 2 wickets gone so far via the run out route, Clarendon College need to up the ante at this time. And they're thinking in their minds, had we not gotten those 2 run out, what would be on show here? As Mackenzie now turns and passes the umpire, bowls, full pitch delivery, batsman leave it alone, wide signal by the umpire, and a wide signal takes the score up to 68, and the batsman knows that if he leaves it alone, the umpire is going to signal wide. So that's what he did. He just left it alone and wide signal by the umpire. And of course, Walters has been very smart. Once the ball is wide, he leaves it alone, make it easy for the umpire. As here comes Mackenzie now, begins to move in, passes the umpire now, bowls. Full pitch delivery, and he hits it into the onside, straight to the fielder at short mid wicket, and there is no run. And there is no run there. The score remains on 68 for 2. Just a general reminder that the umpire decision is final, and the umpire is much closer to the action than we are. So Mackenzie now turns now, begin to move in up to the wicket now. Bowls full pitch delivery. That one, I'm not sure how that missed the stump, and it goes through to be taken by keeper, and there's a side for the appeal by Mackenzie. And with all of that, nothing done. It's a dot ball. The score remains on 68 for 2 at the end of over number 12. They require a further 13.14 per over to win. 92 runs required in 42 deliveries at the end of over number 12. Clarendon College, in response to 159 for 8 made by Manchester High School, they are 68 for 2. So at the end of over number 12, Clarendon College, they are 68 for 2. They require a further 92 runs in 42 deliveries, a required rate of 13.14, and the current rate is 5.67. In the last 5 overs, they have scored 30 runs. They have lost no wicket. They have been going at 6 per over in the last 5 overs, and they have, of course, just 42 deliveries to go, 7 overs to go. They need to get 92 runs. And we have a bowling change. Yes, and we can see the big Excelsior team warming up and getting ready. Remember the States they met in the Sparling Cup, and rain and the place looking overcast again, but I will not say anything. Let us hope that we'll have clear weather, because I know the coach from Excelsior wouldn't be happy with the gods at all. So there'll be a change in bowling. Uh, I think Morgan has switched end. He's now going to be coming from the northern end, and he'll be bowling to Dujani West, who is on 35 from 26. The score is 68 for 2. Just a reminder that the 2 wickets were via the run out route. So Clarendon will feel a bit aggrieved by the 2 batsmen who got run out unnecessarily, and they have not lost another wicket since. This partnership is 60 from 61 deliveries as Morgan comes in, bowls to West, and he hits it through mid wicket. The fielder jumps, went over his head. The ball is going towards the boundary. The fielder gives up the chase now, and it goes into the boundary. 4 signal by the umpire, and the score goes up to 72. 72. This partnership is now 64 from 62. Good partnership, but the rate is not what it should be, and they require 12.88. 72 for 2. We're in over number 13, and I know they are going to up the ante now. And Clarendon College, they still have a chance, and they are going to work for it because they have many wickets in hand, and West is still there. So Morgan now comes in, bowls to West, short, and he hits it in the air. It's on the ground now. It bounces, and the fielder they take one. They're thinking about the second, and they change their mind. So it's just a single. After that big swipe, I thought it had gone for 6, but it just went on the onside down to long on, and they get a single, and the score goes up to 73 for 2 in over number 13. Sorry, over number 13, 12.2 overs, 73 for 2. West moves on to 40, and it brings Gale into strike. He's on 18 from 36 deliveries, and it's now time for the happy hour for Clarendon College as they need to move on. Morgan now comes in to bowl to Gale. Full pitch delivery, and he hits it back to the bowler on the onside, and the bowler comes across. That was mistimed there by West. He swing it by Gale, and he mistimed it, swing it into the offside, in the onside, and they got no run. So it is Gale who waits now. As here comes Morgan. bowls to him. And that's a good delivery. Beats him outside the off stump and goes through to be taken by the keeper. And at this time, when Clarendon College is trying to up the scoring rate, Morgan is bowling some good deliveries. And I think that Gale is still taking the wrong approach. He needs to rotate the strike and give West the strike. As long as West is there, he needs to try and get singles. He's just swinging at the deliveries and wasting the deliveries. And I think the coach needs to speak to him because he needs to get the singles and rotate the strike. It's all or nothing for him. He's swinging, swinging, swinging. And the score is 73 for 2. So it is 73 for 2, Clarendon College. As here comes Morgan now. Gets ready now and moves in to bowl to Gale. And he swings at it again and misses. And it goes through to be taken by the keeper. And that's the end of over number 13. It's 73 for 2. 73 for 2, Clarendon College. And they need a further 87 runs in 36 deliveries. Lord, just keep saying it down and not listening. Just wait, Okay, so Clarendon College, they are 73 for 2 at the end of over number 13. They need 87 runs in 36 deliveries. 36 deliveries. Those who don't know, that's 6 overs. So they need 87 runs in 36 deliveries, which is 6 overs. And that's the end of over number 13. And Mackenzie will continue from the southern end and will be bowling to Tyrone Gale. Sorry, he'll be bowling to the Johnny West, who is on 40. And he comes bowls. West swings at it. And it misses and goes through to be taken by the keeper. The score remains on 73 for 2. Good delivery there by Mackenzie. And West is coming under a lot of pressure. Much is dependent on West. He needs to get 87 runs in 35 balls. And a lot is depending on him. And Mackenzie now. And we just have a pause here. There's some change in the field. And we have the mid wicket going right back on the boundary. And Mackenzie now comes in up to the wicket now. And he bowls. Full pitch delivery. And West hits it down the offside. They take one. That's all they'll be. As Harriet comes in off the boundary and fields. And there is just one. A single there. West was trying to hit it down to the long off boundary, but that boundary is well protected and his timing was not very good. And the score goes up to 74 for 2. 74 for 2, they need 86 to win. Just to let tell you, it's a bit overcast here at Manchester High School, and the sun is peeping, trying to peep through. And as I see Excelsior and St. Elizabeth, they can't remember what happened down at States. But here comes Mackenzie now, and comes in, goes to Gale, and he swings at it off the mid stump into the inside. And they think about a single, but it's well fielded. Bad throw there by the fielder. Tessa Ward Jr. throws it over the head of the keeper, but it's backed up on the offside, and no harm done. The score is 74 for 2. Yes, sir. Ward Jr. there. He did a good piece of fielding, but the throw was bad. But it was backed up, no harm done. So all is well that ends well. As here comes Mackenzie now, comes in, up to the wicket, bowls to Gale. Full pitch it, swings at it and he misses it. And it goes through to be taken by the keeper. That was a very good delivery there by Mackenzie. Good length. The batsman was not sure whether it was to come forward or go back. I would advise the batsman though, just to come forward, push the ball into the outside, get a single, rotate the strike, and to try and put off the ball off his length and line. He's batting outside the off stump now. And that was the advice of his manager, Mr. Knight. But here comes Mackenzie now. And he comes in, bowls to Gale, and it's a wide delivery, wide signal by the umpire. And I think that Mackenzie is thrown off there because Gale is batting outside his off stump, and Mackenzie tried to put it wider. Gale did not move, and a wide signal by the umpire. The strategy seemed to have worked very well there. Yes, but the batsman did not move. Here comes Mackenzie now. Ball up to the wicket, ball. Full pitch delivery. It's wide again, but he hits it through the offside, and the fielders have no chance. It goes into the boundary, 4 runs. And I think that Gale has been very smart at this time. He's batting outside the off stump and he's getting Mackenzie off his line. And Mackenzie is falling into the trap. He bowls it wide outside the off stump. And had the batsman left that, it would have been called a wide. But it was a full toss. He could not afford to miss that gift. So that was a gift that was given for him, early gift, and he unwrapped it. He struck it through the offside, 4 runs. And the score goes up to 79 for 2. They need 81 from 31 as Mackenzie comes in now with final delivery of over number 14 bowls. Full pitch delivery and he's bowling. Middle stump knocked out of the ground and Mackenzie is cock a hoop. Yes, because he was batting off the off stump and Mackenzie fell for the trap initially and now he recognized that all he had to do was to bowl straight and he did that and his woodwork was disturbed and you can see the middle stump rocking one way, the off stump another and the leg stump another. What a sight it is, a batsman. You don't turn around and look when you see it like that. He's gone and it is he's gone for he was bowled by Mackenzie. So that's the end of the good partnership between the two of them. But he's gone. That's Jerome Gale. He's bowled by Rashad Mackenzie for 22. He faced 44 deliveries. He struck 4 fours and his strike rate was 50. And of course, that means that his team now needs 16.20. 16.20 is the required rate. And Bailey is a new batsman that's going out. That's Bailey is a new batsman. That's Cavell Bailey, very experienced player too. And the Clarendon College, they need 81 from 30 deliveries, and that's a rate of 16.20. And I think Graham has slowly crept away from Clarendon College. And we have to, while he made a good innings in terms of staying there for a long time, the batsman who just got out, that's Gale. I think he made some errors in that he did not give West enough of the strike, and he soaked up a lot of dot balls, and that will come back to haunt them.
Watch your French.
That's Harriet, and that's a ball down the leg side. It's a wide. Signal by the umpire. The score is 79 for 3. Harriet there coming from the northern end. Okay, so Harriet now to bowl to West. West is on 41 as Harriet now comes in and bowls to Dujani West. And he comes, full pitch release, swings at it. It goes towards the forward square, inside edge, but it goes into the boundary. He's so powerful, even though he did not hit it hard. He swung at it and it got the inside edge. It went for 4. And such is the power of this young man, Dujani West. He goes up. He goes up to 45 from 31, and the score is 83 for 3. They need 77 in 29 deliveries. And it's a no ball signal by the umpire. It's a free hit. So West have the chance now. The score is 77 required in 29 deliveries. It's 83 for 3, 83 for 3. So Dujani West, he is on 45 from 31. He has the chance now to face the free hit delivery. And we can see Morgan there speaking to Harriet, telling him where to bowl the free hit delivery. But let's wait and see. Here he comes now. Rashid Harriet to bowl to Johnny West. Short delivery and he hits it down the onside and they get one easily. And they're thinking of a second, but they change their mind because that would have been suicidal and they've already had 2 runouts. The score goes up to 84 for 3. 84 for 3. and it brings Cavell Bailey into strike. He has not yet faced any deliveries, and he'll be facing his first delivery. Just a reminder that Gale, he soaked up a lot of that balls. He faced 44 deliveries for his 22 runs, strike rate of 50, and that would have hurt his team. They have only lost 3 wickets, and yet they are so far behind on the run rate. His required rate is now 16.29. As Harriet now gets ready, and he'll be bowling to Cavell Bailey, facing his first delivery. Harriet up to the wicket, bowls, and that one, the batsman trying to swing it around the leg side. Not sure what he was trying to do, hit him on the pad, and just bounces on the leg side. It's fielded by the keeper, Pajay Nelson, and there is no run. The score remains on 84 for 3. 84 for 3. Johnny West on 46 from 32. Cavell Bailey is not yet off the mark. He has just faced one delivery, and he waits now as Harriet from the northern end past the umpire bowl short, and he hits it to a third man going towards the boundary. There's a fielder down on the boundary, and they get one. They're thinking of a second, but it's not there. And the throw comes in. It's a wild throw, but it's backed up on the onside, and no damage done. The score remains on 84 for 3, or the score moves up to 84 for 3 because they got 85 for 3 because they got a single for that delivery. 2 deliveries to go in over number 15. Remember, it's a 19 over per side. It was reduced to 19. 85 for 3, the score. As here comes Harriet now, bowls to West, and he swings it in the air towards the fielder. And he's caught on the ball. That's a magnificent catch there. I thought for a moment it was going over his head. The umpire, there are some persons who are converging, wondering what happened. The catch was cleanly taken by the fielder, and the people from Clarendon are saying 6 runs. We are waiting to see what the spectators are saying. The spectators down there making some signal to the umpire. And we are waiting to see the final decision. We're going to bring it up on our camera. And of course, they are listening to the spectators. We are far on the other side of the field, and I find it interesting that some spectators are able to see from this side and telling the umpire what happened. But it's 85 for 4 now. West is gone, caught on the boundary of the bowling of Harriet. I think it was caught by, I think it's Mackenzie who took the catch. I'll wait and see. But he's gone. And the new batsman going out is Williams. So that's the end of the journey. West gone for 46. So West is gone for 46, caught on the boundary. And so the score is 85 for 4. Clarendon College did 75 runs in 25 deliveries.
3 runs are over. Feel him touch 3 runs are over. 3 runs are over. One. Hello, you're gonna fall. Remember now, 130. What do you 130. Throw me a bank card. Catch it, throw it back in. And then go. Yeah, you throw it back in and then go back in and catch it.
And just to let you know, that was a magnificent catch taken on the boundary. And of course, some persons are not used to those kind of catches locally. Just to update you, that was a magnificent catch that was taken on the boundary. We looked at the replay, and we know that some persons are not used to those kind of catches at this level, so they don't expect it, but that was a magnificent catch. And that catch, and you can go and watch it on YouTube, but that catch make a difference in the match. Yes, and we have to give credit where it's due. And these are our youngsters, and they are doing well, so we have to praise them. And the score is 85 for 4. 85 for 4. I'll give you at the end of this over. As here comes Harriet now up to the wicket, bowls full pitch, swings at it, and I'm not sure what happened. I mean, there was an edge. There was an edge, and I think the catch was taken. And once the catch is taken, he's out. He's caught behind. He's out, caught behind. They could hear the edge from here, but I wasn't sure. I couldn't see the keeper if he took the catch in it. But yes, he's out. He's caught behind, And that's the fifth wicket for Clarendon College. And it's now a procession. They are 85 for 5 at the end of over number 15.
When you edge the ball, you walk. You're good, Peter, you. You're a rich bro.
Them only walk when the steam hot out them, man. Yes, them are running.
You are a rich boy in a city.
And
Because you walk when you're out.
that is Williams is gone. Caught behind.
What? A big edge. See me action. See me action. Hello, Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, son. Mr. Williams, son.
Yeah, he's out.
And we do know we think you if you can't get the next time we can't see you. That's what
When the umpire decision, that's what the man. Look for the you. For the boundary man, stop. See that? For the boundary. Look again. If the left foot jump right on the boundary, then he jump up and shoot the ball like that. Right on the boundary. See that? Right on the boundary. The man is not. 6 runs that.
when he step back, the ball in the hand.
So it's 85 for 5 at the end of over number 15. We have 4 overs to go. And Clarendon College, they require 75 runs in 4 overs. That's 24 deliveries. And the new batsman is Lewis. And he'll be facing Harriet. And he aborts his run as the batsman pulls away. And there is some change in the field as Pajay Nelson making a change, sending the mid wicket, the square leg back on the boundary. That's the Mario Hall. He's sending him back towards the boundary, square leg right on the boundary. So backward square leg on the boundary. And the Harriet now turns. And here he comes now. Harriet up to the wicket to bowl to Lewis. And he edges it down to third man. And they get a single. So the score goes up to 86 for 5. 86 for 5.
I wait for the next match like me do.
We can't make the man make country. Hello.
Umpire decision is final, people. Umpire say you out. Come on.
Hello, change over. Hey!
So we have a change in bowling. Demario Hall, the off spinner, he'll be bowling from the southern end.
Alright, me come from the man. I'm the left for early. Come here, come here. Don't me say that. No place, text. Now go check him again. Hello, come here. Now go check him again. Me, I go next. Me, I'm a Clarendon mistake.
Oh.
Big catch. Clear state. Big catch.
Demario Hall, he'll be bowling to, just wait to see.
Oh, could somebody look at that and say no, myself.
Lewis. Okay, so he'll be bowling to Lewis.
A blind man would.
And he comes now, Hall, bowls to Lewis. Full pitch delivery and he's forward. Push on the outside. That ball dipped. It looked like a full toss at first, but it dipped and it was a Yorker. Good delivery by Hall. And he comes now, bowls. Full pitch delivery and he's forward. Pushing the outside. And there's no run. In comes Hall now. Up to the wicket. Bowls to Lewis. Full pitch delivery and he pushes it into the outside. And they're taking a quick single and my goodness, very close there. And they were hesitant, but they got it quite easily in the end. because Ward Jr. was the fielder, and he is not the quickest person in the field, not the most agile, but we know that he's a very good cricketer at the same time. So it is the Mario Hall now. We'll be bowling to in comes Hall now, bowls, full pitch delivery, and he swings a nice shot down the outside. They get one, and the fielder goes down, feels well, and they get an easy single. And the score is 88 for 5, it seems, at this time. The Mario Hall from the southern end, bowling to Marco Lewis. And he comes now. Passes the umpire, bowls, and he swings at miss. He's bowled all over the place. Middle stump knocks out of the ground. That ball, if it was well flighted, as the batsman went forward, it dipped, and he knocked his middle stump out of the ground. And Clarendon College, they have lost their 6th wicket. They are 90 for 6. They need a further 70 runs in 21 deliveries. Can they make it? Any answer?
It's difficult.
The Mario Harley has come on and he has bowled a very good over so far. He has bowled 4 deliveries and 2 runs, 1 wicket. So it's 90 for 6. 90 for 6. 90 for 6 is the score. Clarendon College. And they need a further just 70 runs to win from 20 deliveries.
They make 130. We still call ISSA and give them the winnings, and we will fall second. There's no way, no schoolboy team not even Jamaica national team, not supposed to be Manchester High School. Not T20.
Oh, you have to finish the sentence.
The Mario Hall now gets ready to bowl to the new batsman.
So we know them dirty and wicked. Then I'll pick Andre Russell.
In comes Hall to bowl to the new batsman, Mitchell. And he hits it back to the bowler, and they're thinking about a single. Mitchell advances down the pitch, and Hall fields, and they go back to the crease, and there is no run. That's the end of the over. The end of over number 16, 90 for 6, Clarendon College. And they need a further 70 runs in 3 overs. 70 in 3 overs, requiring 23.33 per over. And the last 5 overs, they have played 27 runs. They have lost 4 wickets. So just to let you know that the next match is going to be St. Elizabeth Technical High School against Excelsior High School. And that is going to be a cracker. Oh. Okay. I'll have to talk to Mr. Chin. So, see what if Barrington Simpson is going to come back he's coming this time from the northern end. He started at the southern end, and he comes in now, bowls, and the batsman is on the back foot, just pushes it into the offside. And it seems with Clarendon College, they are content just to push the ball around. They're planning just to bat out the 19 overs. They're 90 for 6. They're 90 for 6, and they need 70 runs. As he comes now, hits it in the air down towards long on, square long on, and they get a single. Wide long on, and they get 1, and the score goes up to 91. 91 for 6. So, Barrington Simpson. And he'll be bowling to Barrington Simpson, getting ready. And he's bowling to Cavell Bailey. And he comes now, bowls, and Bailey swings at it, misses, goes through to be taken by the keeper. No run. Here comes Simpson again. Up to the wicket, bowls, full pitch delivery, and he swings across the line, and it goes into the onside, and there's no run. And batsman really struggling to get the ball off the square. Really struggling there. He's putting everything into it, and just trickles in front of him. As Simpson comes in now, bowls up to the wickets, and he hits it in the air towards forward square leg. There's a fielder down there. They take 1. and they settle for one. They could have got one for this row, but I think they have given up at this time. And you can see the body language of the Clarendon College batsmen. They were inflated, they were deflated when they lost the wicket of West. Here comes Simpson now, bowls, and he swings it across line to the field, and he jumps, misses it, and it goes towards the boundary. The fielder comes around, they take one, they turn for a second, and the fielder is out there fighting the ball. And he's fighting the ball, and they got two.
Respect for the upper door, but I'm not feeling it.
So that 2 runs, and that's the end of the over. Clarendon College, they are 94 for 6 at the end of over number 17. 2 overs to go.
Pick up everybody on the line.
So it's 94 for 6, Clarendon College, in response to 159 for 8 made by Manchester High School. In 19 overs, we're in over number 18 going to begin shortly. We have 2 overs to go, 12 deliveries, and they need 66 runs. And if the mathematics is good, you will know that they need 33 per over. And of course, 6 sixes is 36. So mathematically, it is still possible, but highly improbable. And Demario Hall, who bowled a devastating over just before, he's going to come back to bowl now. Demario Hall, he bowled 1 over, 1 for 2. He come bowl and he hits it in the air. The fielder comes around, stretches at it. Of course, he did not reach it, and they take a single. That's a powerful throw by the fielder, bounces over the keeper head, but it's well backed up on the onside, on the outside by the fielder there, and they only got a single. So the score goes up now to, I think it's 95 for 6. 95 for 6. In comes all bowl. It's bowling, middle stump. Oh my goodness me. He has been bowling well. He's pitching on a length. The batsman is not sure to come forward or to go back. He was stuck on his cray, and the ball went between the bat and pad, knocked the middle stump out. Hall has gotten his second wicket, and they have Clarendon College, they have lost their 7th wicket, and they are 95 for 7. They need 65 runs in 11 deliveries.
Yeah, 3 wicket man.
And of course, it's little Kyle Jackson who's going down now, who bowled very well today, and he's now required by his team to bat. They need 65 runs in 11 deliveries, and the required rate has now gone above improbable. It's now 39 required, but you never can tell. No ball, free hits, never can tell. But in this case, I think you can tell. So it's 95 for 7 Clarendon College, and they require 65 runs in 10 deliveries. And Demario Hall is bowling very well. 1.2 overs, no maiden, 3 runs, 2 wickets. And Kyle Jackson, a little leg spinner, who got 3 wickets today, is going to face the off spinner, Demario Hall, who comes in now and bowls with delivery. And Kyle is forward, pushes it into the offside, looking much more competent than his older counterpart. And there is no run. The score remains on 95 for 7. And he's getting some help with his shoelace there by one of the Manchester High School um, fielders. And that's what I love about cricket, the sportsmanship. It's not like another sport that I know. And of course, this is a gentleman's game. It's 95 for 7. Clarendon College. We're with over number 18 as Demario Hall comes in, both to Kyle Jackson. Good delivery, and Jackson is on the back foot, pushes it into the onside, square on the onside, where it is fielded there by Kellen Jones, and there's no run. The score remains on 95 for 7 in over number 18. And what Clarendon College will try to do not to be bowled out, as Demario Hall turns now and comes in, bowls to Jackson. He comes, he's bowling. His off stump is knocked out of the ground. Demario Hall, he is doing so well. He's bowling excellently. This is his 3rd wicket. He has bowled 1.5 over, no maiden, and he has taken 3 for 3. Demario Hall, devastating here, and he's bowling them clean bowl. And is it that they're not seeing the deliveries? I'm not sure what's happening, but he's bowling and he's bowling, and he has bowled 3 persons so far, taken 3 for 3.
Oh my god.
The Mario Hall in his 2nd over, 3 for 3. Oh my. And of course, that it is when you're all rounder. Coach was probably thinking of dropping him, but he come back in his bowling and show him that if I can't do one thing, I can do the other. And we have a new batsman for So it's 95 for 8. And the due batsman is Brandt. Brandt is going out there, changing the bat. Doesn't look like he wants to go, but he's going. That's the number 10 Brandt. He's going to bat. And of course, he's wearing number 10 and he's batting at number. He's batting at number 10. Okay. Wearing number 10 and he bats at number 10. In football, the number 10 is for the most prolific goal scorer. In cricket, it's just another number. It's like age. Oh, it's 9. You can see that Mr. Brown is a young man. And he doesn't know about Pele and those things. You can see Mr. Brown is talking about now. And we are talking about from time immemorial. He doesn't know much about Pele and those, so we have to see with him. All right. He's talking about now. I don't even watch football now. No, no, no. I support cricket. In football, the team I support in football is Jamaica. Right. Mm. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Hall now comes into bowl to Bryant and he hits it nicely on in front of square. They take one. They're thinking about a second. The fielder comes from mid wicket and this one run taken. They could have gotten two, but they're quite satisfied. I don't know what the coach said to the batsman before he went, but I think he's trying to bat out the rest of the overs, and that's what he's doing. Then he's at the end of the over, a very good over by Hall. He bowled 2 overs, no maiden, 4 runs, 3 wickets, and unfortunately for Hall, just 1 over to go, so he will not be able to bowl again in this match because he was having the match of his life with the ball. He found the right spot to drop it, and he has been bowling consistently with his line and length. And to finish it off, we have Tesla Ward Jr., the leg spinner, opening batsman, and he will be bowling the final over. Let us see if he can bowl as well as Hall did. And remember, Tessa Ward, he plays for the under 15 team for Jamaica, and he made quite a bit of runs over there. He doesn't like to play against little boys, though. He does better against the big men. But he's going to be bowling now to Niggleton Brandt. As here comes Ward Jr. now, bowls. Short delivery down the leg side. Wide signal by the umpire. That's not a good start for him. His job is to prevent Clarendon College from reaching 3 figures, but he is helping them by bowling wide first. Let's see what he'll do with the second delivery as he comes in now and bowls to Bryant. Full pitch delivery, and Bryant swings at it, hit it into the onside, where it is fielded and there is no run. And the score remains on 96 for 8. And he comes now, bowls to Bryant. Good delivery, and he swings at it, misses it, goes through to be taken by the keeper. The score remains on 96 for 8. As we think about the next match, it is getting overcast here as in comes Ward Jr. bowls, and the batsman comes forward, nicely played, pushes it back to the bowler. There's no run. 96 for 8. I know he's going to hit the last one for 4, but let's wait and see. As in comes Ward Jr. now, and he bowls to Brian, and he on the back foot hits it into the offside, and there's no run. The score remains on 96 for 8 in over number 19, the final over of this game between Manchester High School and Clarendon College. Just to recap, Manchester High School, they won the toss, elected to bat 159 for 8 in the 19 overs that were allotted. Clarendon College in the final over, the 96 for 8, as Ward Jr. comes in bold, and it's in there, hit strokes it, and he is caught and bowled. And that's the end of Bryant. He was not able to do what he was asked to do by his coach. So he's out caught, and Ward Jr., he has gotten his first wicket in the final over. And that's the end of it. Okay, so that is the end of the game. That's the end of the game. Manchester High School, they have won. Manchester High School, they have won by 63 runs. Clarendon College, 97 for 9 at the end of over number 9. So Manchester High School, they have won by 63 runs. Manchester High School 159 for 8 after winning the toss and electing to bat. And that was in 19 overs because the game was reduced to 19 overs. St. Elizabeth Technical will play their game next, but Clarendon College, they are going home 97 for 9 and they have lost this match. And we want to say congratulations to Manchester High School. Well tried by Clarendon College. We have a next game coming up, so we have to return you now to the cricket forum, and we get ready for the match between St. Elizabeth Technical and Excelsior High School. We thank you so very much for joining us. Remember to like and share. Congratulations to Manchester High School as they have defeated Clarendon College by 63 runs.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Brown.
Subscribe, you can do the number. Okay. Remember that. Remember the mic.
Oh, let me tell them this one.
This one, the one that you have.
Hmm?
The one that you have.
Oh, this one.
What I want you to do
Find a score for the match.
Can I have
in the meantime.
the girl not scoring?
Find a score.
She's not going to score.
Aquarium Paris Republic.
She's going to stay on.
Then ask her. Ask her. Find a square for me. Let me deal with this. I want this.